Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Back at you with a new video. We got the Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs live play-by-play and reactions with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate if you can. Cash App, $ORION, $ORION, NWSF, and on the YouTube Super Chat right here. So we just got kickoff and I just got prepped. Bears. I got to go grab a beer here real quick and get things settled. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right, I'm here. I am here. Okay. Well, I wasn't planning on really doing this particular stream this early, but you know what? I went for a walk early this morning. Voice is a little raspy from the last 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, but I'm here. I figured I'd come hang out. I didn't really get a chance to tell Chiefs fans that I was going to do this for Bears fans, but I'm here. 2nd down and 8. Justin Fields. I have to check out the Chiefs. Bottom line, that's I got to be able to see if I can stream as long as I can. Hand off. Khalil Herbert, sit down. Let's go. Elliott's in the building. What to do? Let's go, baby. Yes, absolutely. Let's go. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 6. Shotgun set for Fields. I hope that he ends up improving. Oh, sit down, baby. It's 12 noon. You know what time it is. It's time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Chris Jones. Who? Chris Jones. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, offensive line is not going to be very good. Obviously, for the Chicago Bears, they're going to have to really fight all year. It's going to be tough. They could finish in 4th. It wouldn't surprise me. All right, Chiefs, let's go. Ooh. I didn't get a chance to get my Monster drink or anything. I literally just got back from the walk, and then I was like, you know what? Let's just grind, you know what I mean? And I don't know how many streams I'm going to be able to do, but shout out to Chris Jones for getting that sack lunch. I see you. And now we got our boy Patrick Mahomes. You know, we're not going to get a lot out of these guys, you know, in preseason, but you just want to be able to see what you got going on with the dynamic duo. So let's see what we got here with Money Mahomes. Mahomes, nice little check down. Go, baby, go. 1st down, Chiefs. Move the chains. Let's go. Elliott, how are you, bro? What do you think about Tatis, bro, with that suspension? Not a good look. Maybe you should have been a Cubs fan. No, the Padres are going to be fine, but that's not going to be ideal. You know, if Soto, Tatis, and Machado, you want to have them all there with your boy Yu Darvish. So. All right, 1st down and 10. I know people in the Kansas City and Chicago area, it was blacked out. Obviously, or they can't watch it, you know, on NFL Network. They have to watch it locally, I believe, is what they were saying. Nice catch right there. Yes. There we go. I haven't even had my first cup yet. We're like literally made a thumbnail and did like the tags and just barely got enough time to get this thing going. So Sarah with a $5. Thank you so much. 2nd down and 1. I messaged Holly. Not sure if she is watching it or not checking her phone, but I just wanted to let Chiefs fans. I mean, this was like literally I just hopped on right as they kicked off. So I had to make a thumbnail and prep the tag words and everything. So good defense there by the Bears. Yes. Let's go. Odin's son and all the Chiefs Kingdom, Cyberpunk, Holly Hundo. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's see what we can get from the Chiefs today. I got Travis Kelce's got a nice little mustache going that I saw as well. Let's see what we got going here. I'm excited. Chiefs. All right, a little halfback dive. First down. Chiefs. Normally, I'm not usually drinking beers at 10 a.m., but during football season, sometimes it happens sometimes. So let's go. And obviously, if I get a chance to see, Mahomes, Kelce, the first you want to see, there's been a lot of talk, a lot of anticipation, handoff. And it's all going to be about the O-line, the D-line, and obviously the defense and the coaching. But O-line and defense and the D-line getting pressures and sack lunches like we saw to Chris Jones earlier. You're starting to see on every preseason game that you're going to get one guy that steps up. Remember, we saw Trayvon Walker got a sack lunch in his first game. Aiden Hutchinson yesterday got a sack lunch in very limited snaps. And then we got obviously the best player on the defense, Chris Jones. Who? Chris Jones. Obviously, we got a sack lunch with him already as well. So that's what I like to see. All right, second down and 4. Mahomes. Flick of the wrist. Ooh, guess who? Travis Kelce. First down. Chiefs. Let's go. You already know what it is. The dynamic duo from Mahomes to Travis Kelce. Let's go, baby. I see you. Ooh, Mahomes took a big hit right there. Let's go. I appreciate you, Sarah. Once we go to commercial break, I'll get you some Colts love on here as well. Nova, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you guys are going to be competitive. I hope Justin Fields, you guys have a lot of, a lot of weaknesses in certain spots. There's a chance that you guys could finish in third or fourth, obviously. You know that already. Oh, just overthrown. But, I mean, the Lions are slowly getting better, but then they find a way to lose like they did to the Falcons. And that's probably going to happen quite a bit. So it's going to be very close. I think the Bears and the Lions win total might be as close as 1 or 2 games. One team wins 5, the other team wins 4. One team wins 6, the other wins 5. Maybe one wins 6, the other wins 4. It could be like 1 or 2 games, but you just got to hope and pray that they can build and replace Allen Robinson and start to be able to beef up the O-line and the defense like when they had Khalil Mack in his prime. Handoff on second down and 10. Joseph in the building. Yeah, let me actually print that one on here on the computer so that way I can keep in tabs on that. All right, I got it up. I got the Commanders and the Panthers. I got that on the computer as well. These are the only 2 games. Baker Mayfield is starting. I'm looking at him right now, looking kind of swaggy in those blues. And then the Commandos got their new unis as well. Okay, so I guess maybe I'm calling both. Baker with a little check down. All right, here we go. Third down and 8. Come on, Mahomes. Let's see what we got right here. Shotgun set. Mahomes steps up in the pocket. Run, baby. Oh, nice. First down, Chiefs. Move the chains. It is weird seeing Baker in a Panther uniform. Yes, Mariners. Yeah, we want to see Mariners are on it like Fox. Saturday game on Fox. I mean, that's what it needs to be, dude. You know what I mean? But I hope everyone is doing good. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Mahomes, first and goal. Nice little check down. Pacheco wearing the Tyreek number. A little weird to see. Second down and goal. You can tell the Chiefs are about to score here. Love it. Thank you, Sarah, for getting the dono started. I mean, I got a $500 dono yesterday from Nate the Great, but that's not going to happen every day. But I am going to give you all my all. There's a little love for Darius Leonard and the Colts, and I'll put up another one here once we go through this. Mahomes, play action fake. Nice little check down. Touchdown, Chiefs. Blake Bell with the tutty. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck yeah. Let's get it, baby. Chiefs. Let's go. High five, baby. I was like, is that Kelsey? I know. Blake Bell. It's a Blake Bell. Okay. Mahomes, I see you. Good stuff. All right, see if the extra point goes through. It should. The extra point is up, and it's good. 7-0 Chiefs. And you know a real crazy thing? Just like Ryan Tannehill, Blake Bell started off as a different position in college. He was a quarterback, now a tight end. And obviously you had Ryan Tannehill, a wide receiver that's now a quarterback. So let's throw up a little Blake Bell throwback for you, which you guys may have not been aware of. But it's kind of cool to be able to go through the college footage and be able to see something maybe you guys have never seen before. Maybe you guys remember him, maybe you don't. But there he is against Notre Dame at quarterback, Blake Bell. Pretty fucking cool. All right, I see you. Thank you so much for your dono, Sarah, getting our dono train started off. Let's try to get to a hundo. I was actually trying to, see what's going on with the girlfriend, and then she fell asleep. So after I did my walk, I was like, well, I might as well try to grind on this as much as possible. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the whole game or not. I assume I'm going to be able to. And then we have games in the afternoon. Broncos and Cowboys, the Chargers and Rams, some Mariners, some Dodgers. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. But I figured out if I have time, and I literally just got back from walking Paisley. So, and I didn't know if I was just going to watch it or not, but I was like, fuck, I don't know if I have enough time to get ready before kickoff. And luckily it was delayed like a couple minutes. So I was able to do that. But shout out to Sarah for getting us going. Let's listen to some audio of the Panthers and Blake. No. Baker Mayfield after Blake Bell. All right, I got Baker in the screen right now against the Commandos. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out for Baker and Sam. But I'll go back and forth if I can. All right, we got the Washington Commandos versus the Carolina Panthers. That's on the computer. And I got the audio going, and then I got the Chiefs and the Bears. All right, shotgun set for Baker as Chiefs are about to kick off. Let's see, one more play. It's 3rd and 14. Let's see if Baker can get a first down. Nope, of course he can't. All right, we'll tune in and check in on that at some point as well. But shout out to all the GOATs. I love you guys and appreciate you guys very, very much, man. Yeah, Mariners, bro. Is that crazy? Crazy. Jameson Meza with a $2 dono. Appreciate you, bro. All right, here we go. 1st down and 10 for the Bears. Handoff. Herbert. Gain of about 5 or 6. Shout out to you. I appreciate you very, very much. I can always show a little bit of love, for everyone that has a different fan base and fanhood. We're fanatics here. I got one more for you while I'm trying to do like 3 things at once. Talk to you guys, watch the Panthers and Commandos, as well as the Chiefs and Bears. Shout out to you. See, if you're a hard worker, you can make it happen. All right, Fields. Nice little rollout there. Short game. Bryson John with the reception. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I think he'll be pretty good. I mean, I watched him at Michigan State. He seems like he could be a sleeper at the running back position since Penny gets hurt all the time. And, Chris Carson retired with the neck and the, vertebrae issue. I'm back at it. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm grinding, dude. Fields, floater. Ooh. Darnell Mooney, first down, Bears. Okay, my boy Dave Ray, NFL's here. Dave, did you see? I got a $500 donation yesterday. Dude, that shit was wild. $500 dono. Incredible. Yeah, Panthers going commando. Fields. He's taking off with the speed. Yeah, Fields is going to be a good player. It's just that the, coaching, matched up with Fields. You don't have Allen Robinson. Mooney's good, but Cole Kmet, they need more weapons. They need running backs. They need wide receivers. They need tight ends. They need more offensive line. They need defense. I mean, they just need an overhaul. And the Panthers, no, which I'm watching right now. Ooh, big hit. You need depth. And if you don't have depth at the starting positions, it's going to be really hard if someone gets hurt and have your backups come, in there. No Khalil Mack, obviously from years past, but it's not really the same Bears team that we saw a few years back. And this is going to be a transitional process. You just have to hope, Eberflus and everyone, that they can get better running backs like a Nick Chubb one day. If they can get another Allen Robinson, top 10 kind of wide receiver talent to pair up with Darnell Mooney, someone better than Cole Kmet, better offensive line. When they used to have like Olin Kreutz, getting a guy like Khalil Mack, they're going to need a lot. There's a chance of the Bears finishing fourth in the NFC North. There's a chance that the Lions beat them by like a game this year, maybe 5-4 or something of that nature. It's possible. The third down and 10, 7-0. Fields, nope. Should be incomplete. Shout out to everybody in the room. I don't even know if I got everything really prepped the way that I wanted to, but I feel I did. Time to punt. Oh, I'm here. All right, it's time to go to the switch over. We got to work hard here. This is what I do full time, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hour streams. I did 2 hours a little bit when I did the Falcons and the Lions. And then I ended up doing that game last night as well. So I did about 7 hours last night. And I mean, I'm used to it now, but hey, it's football season. Time to grind, baby. Hope you're doing good. Your boy's doing good. Aaron Judge Ball, hey, your boy is doing real good, Bubba. Real good. Just too bad that Karen right here, had to yell at me and slap my leg and act like a Karen. You know what I mean? But hey, Karens think they're entitled to everything. Okay. I guess they think Sharon is Karen, but I got the ball and that's what matters. And I didn't even touch her. You know what I mean? But to get an Aaron Judge Ball, pretty fucking phenomenal, man. And, obviously got to hang out with my boy Dave Ray. Haven't seen him in 20 years. It was a fantastic day. Got to take a few pictures of Robbie Ray and Judge, and I had a feeling. I predicted I was going to get an Aaron Judge Ball, and hey, lo and behold, your boy did. So good times. I still need to get like a Monster. And I don't like really have anything prepared to drink or do this, but I'm here. So the audio right now is Commandos and Panthers. Oh, fumble, fumble, fumble. Commandos just fucked up. They just fumbled. I don't know if that's going to count. Oh, Wentz fumbled. What's new? 3-0 Panthers. Unless they call it down. Let me see. Oh, no, it's a turnover. Good job, Wentz. Your career's over, bud. Jesus. Wentz, he hands it off. No, it was the running back that fumbled. Running back got it punched out, not Wentz. I was like, oh, Carson. Oh, Carson. Yeah, I'm here. My voice might be a little raspy, but I'm here. What to do, Marcos? How are you, bro? Marcos, did you see that $500 dono that I got yesterday? My goodness, dude. Nate the Great. Got the Aaron Judge ball. I know you saw that. Man, isn't that creepy? That ESP is wild, huh? It's like, oh, I'm going to get a Julio ball. I got one. I'm going to get an Aaron Judge ball. Got it. All right, here we go. Chiefs got the ball now. We'll go back and forth when it's commercial with the Chiefs and the Bears. Okay, but I'm keeping an eye on it. 3-0 Panthers over the Commandos. I can put it in the ticker too, so to keep everyone updated. All right, I'll just try to update both as I go so you guys can see them in there. All right, 7-0 Chiefs, 3:49 left in the first quarter. Second down and 6. Mahomes had a good drive for 6. Now we got the backup in. Chad Henne. First down, Chiefs. Yeah, bro. If you look in the community section or you go back to the video from last night, I put a tag on it based off the time. So you can do that. Marcos Pineda with a 10er. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you, Marcos. Nice little handoff there. More. I don't know, but we have a chance to get third place and to be the shittiest team in baseball for 21 years, and then to get Julio, and now to have this happen. It's crazy, dude. Oh yeah, Henne got so much money. You know, it's like you probably want to start, but once you realize you're not good enough to start, to be on the Chiefs and Mahomes backup, that's awesome. Nope. Grounded it out. All right, here we go. I'm 30 seconds behind. All right, Baker under center. Looks like there's a touchdown based off the chat. Play action fake. That's Sam Darnold, I believe, not Baker. Touchdown, Panthers. Was it Baker or Sam? Let me take a look. Now Sam Darnold with the touchdown, not Baker. It was Sam. Sam Darnold got the touchdown. Okay. All right, Sam. Nice catch. Nice throw by Sam. Henne, scrambling, sliding, almost got his head taken off. Whoa, on 3rd and 7. Flag thrown. Marcos Pineda with a 10er. Let's show Marcos Pineda some love. He's one of my best friends here in Oregon. They're one of the only people that believed in me early on and that still continues to believe in me. Only one on my Facebook page that really watches my stuff since day one and has been watching and sharing, on his, Facebook and his social media. I got a lot of people that supposedly are my friends that supposedly support, but we know who supports and really who doesn't. I mean, that's just the reality. At least for people that live here in Oregon, I know who supports me and who doesn't. But you get a lot of fakes, just for clout, trying to, get in a group of friends and be like, oh yeah, I watch every video. Come on. Don't lie to try to be cool in front of people or whatever. That's not the case. Okay, you're not sharing my stuff. You're not in the room. I got you, bro. Chiefs with the punt. 7-0 Chiefs. Let's see if the Bears can get some points. Oh, they fumble the punt. They catch it, run backwards, and now they're fucked. Loss of about 15. Thank you so much for your dono, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah. Not Mr. Mayfield. Of course it was Sam Darnold. Yeah. Darnold does want that job. Yeah, Sam is, you know what I mean? He hasn't proven that he can be a top 15 quarterback. Sam is like, 20 to 32. Baker, though, is actually, I would say, 14 through 20. It just depends on each given week. It's like you got guys like Kirk Cousins, who's going to have a better year. Carr is going to have a better year. He's in the top 10. Tannehill. And then you got Baker's like right after Carr, Tannehill, and Kirk Cousins, and then that next tier of guys, Baker's right after those three guys, and he's not bad. It's just, he needs to find the right team in the right situation. So, yes, Tommy with the live pointy toes. Absolutely. Are you working right now, or are you off? You worked all last night, so you're off now, and then you're going to be going to work. You're going to be going to work later on today. Thank you, Marcos. Yeah, but I wasn't expecting to get a $500 donation last night. I mean, he's donated $500 to me twice already during the Chiefs-Broncos finale in Week 17, $500, and then he donated another $500 single donation, which was for the Natty. I think it was for the Bama and Georgia game, and then he came in here yesterday. I need to put it in the chat so that way that, we understand that Nate the Great is special. Let's see here. Single donation record 500. And I'm going to put his name in here. We got to make sure that, if someone is going to do something like that, there's people that donate, 50, donate 100, but geez, when you get to the 500 mark, but the guy, you have to realize, he works like 12, 14, 16-hour days, like Denny's manager, district manager. He's working like 6 days a week, 16-hour days, 14-hour days, 12-hour days, 10-hour days. So, he makes a lot of money, but he works really hard. And for him to be able to take money out of his, his own mouth, or for his, people in his life, or if he's going on a date, or he's going to go get a wrestling belt because he collects wrestling belts and things like that. He could have bought, a wrestling belt. You know what I mean? He could have spent that money, on a WWE shop and just got another wrestling belt, but he decided to support me. So, it means so much because I know some people, they're in a situation. Sometimes people get in a little bit of a pinch, with money. So I get it. Sometimes a big dono goats sometimes can donate. Sometimes shit comes up and then they can't donate. They other things are, it's tough. I get it. But, once we have one goat that goes through some financial stuff and they have to get their bills correct and take care of themselves first, then hopefully we get other goats to come through to step up. And that's what it seems like it's happening. So $500 dono record, Nathaniel Marsh. I got him on the ticker there, and we'll keep him on the ticker moving forward unless someone else matches him. I think 500 is the most you can donate on the YouTube Super Chat. As far as Cash App, you can donate more. So I guess if the record gets broken, it'll have to be on Cash App or Zelle or something of that nature. I'm not sure what the donation limit on Venmo is, but for 500, it feels good to be loved. So absolutely love them. They are going to win the NFC East. I've already told you this. Jordan Davis is the steal of the draft. It's going to be a lot of fun watching Jordan Davis, watching Jalen Hurts, and watch his team get the playoffs. See how quick I was there? You got to work quick. People ask a question or have an opinion, and boom, I'm already on it. Yeah, it's going to be very tough. But at least you got Justin Fields, so at least that's something to be proud of. You know what I mean? Let me update the score. Wow. Tajay Sharp. Wow. Tajay Sharp. But Mooney is a good wide receiver, for a no-name wide receiver. So you just got to pray with him and, Herbert at running back and, but you're going to need, better players at tight end, offensive line, more wide receiver depth, better running backs, better defense, but you got Justin Fields. So at least that if you're losing a lot of your games, that that Justin will keep you competitive as long as he can. And he's going to be fun to watch. He's going to be a top 20 quarterback, and hopefully when they build the team right, he'll be in competing. Ooh, one-handed grab. Wow. Toe drag swag. But hopefully he can turn in himself into a top 12 quarterback one day, but it's not going to probably be anytime soon, but hopefully in the future. Him, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, you got these other guys like Malik Willis, Desmond Ritter, we'll see. It's going to take some time. A little reverse. First down and 10. Okay. Crew of 6. You're a grinder, bro. And like I said, when certain people message me when they're going through some stuff, don't worry about if you can donate to me, great. If you can't, no hard feelings. Like, I know you'll be able to get back to it. Your normal, dono routine. It's, I appreciate just the support, but I'll be honest, donos matter because this is my full-time job and I'm not getting ad revenue like some YouTubers where they get thousands a month. I'll get like less than $100 a month in ad revenue. So I'm not getting really anything there. So it's really, I rely solely on donos to survive. So Ronald in the building. How are you? Derek in the building. How are you? Yeah. Yeah. Well, she had a certain situation, financially and stuff. So, and then obviously Cyberpunk hasn't been in the streams because he had to work from night, today. So if I'm missing out on like 3 or 4 of my heavy hitters, that could really hurt, but I just got to be positive and stay, grinding and just feel that, hopefully things work out. Maybe we get some new goats to step up. And as long as I have enough to pay my rent and bills, I don't need to be rich or anything like that. I just need to be able to survive. So, all right, man. Good seeing you. All right, I got the Panther game on here too as well. Let's put that on the audio side. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying like when I'm working hard and engaging the fans, calling a game, showing pictures, mental health, you know what I mean? Like I feel I do a lot more on my streams than most people. You know what I mean? There's more button clicking that I'm doing, and there's more things that I'm doing on a daily stream than I think most people out there. But I enjoy it though. That's facts. And obviously we saw what we got with Chris Jones earlier. Good to see. 10-0 Panthers. Love that. End of the first quarter. Love it when I can see the Commandos lose. Trash organization. Horrible stadium, horrible owner, all kinds of bad shit where they have investors that the owner brought, and then they have the calendar shoot, and the girls are getting topless and changing, and then these like creepy old dudes are sitting there staring at them. Who lets that happen? And all the fucked up language and the racism and all the bullshit that goes on in that Washington Redskin, Washington football team, Washington Commando organization. It's a fucking disgrace. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the game yesterday when Deshaun Watson played in those 2 snaps, but then the crowd was in the, I think it was like Jacksonville. Is that who it was? And then they were chanting, "You sick fuck, you sick fuck, you sick fuck." Good for them. Jacksonville, hey, someone's got to be able to let that guy know. And for a guy that had no remorse and then now is trying to say that he has some kind of remorse, shout out to Jags fans. They are from fucking the heavens. You sick fuck. You sick fuck. And there was like fucking 100 people chanting it. Fucking love it. All kinds of stuff. I didn't get a chance to watch all of SmackDown and Rampage, unfortunately, as we go back to the Chiefs game. But, I'm grinding here, man. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to be able to see the Dodgers today, Mariners today. Justin Fields, nice little check down to Herbert, and he dropped it. What happened to my hands? Come on. Oh, yeah, we always bleed Dodger blue. Come on now. We know this. All the Dodgers and the Mariners, obviously, for me as well. Nova said, probably watch my White Sox. Hey, it's okay. Hey, you know what? It's all about loving your team. I was watching Mariners for 21 years, suck ass. And now we got Julio and our overall roster. It's the best it's been in 21 years since Ichiro's rookie year. It's exciting, when you're looking at the lineup. So, sometimes you just got to stick with it. And sometimes it's tough, being a fan, trying to be able to stick with it. But, it ends up being a lot more rewarding, if you do end up sticking with it. Because like when your team sucks, like I'm a Blazer fan, they suck. Mariners normally suck. Ducks can't win a natty, but they can get to a Rose Bowl. Buccaneers sucked for 12 years until they got Brady and Gronk and Arians and Tristan Wirfs and Devin White and Antoine Winfield Jr. So it's better than to be a bandwagon fan. You know what I mean? To stick with it. And trust me, when your team gets good, you will feel so much joy in your heart. Okay, so much joy in your heart. When you can do that. So that's facts. Hey, Rodrigo, fuck yourself. Fuck out of here. Bye. The fuck out of here. 4th down and 6. Bears with the punt. Tell me to stop crying. Call the game. I'll call the game when I want to call the game. You don't like it, go somewhere else. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, meat lovers. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, yeah. White Sox are always going to be overlooked to the Cubs. Both teams had their heyday. Now both teams are kind of rebuilding. Stick with it, bro. Just stick with your teams. And you know what I mean? Like you said, eventually you'll be able to have that joy again, when the White Sox were really, really good a few years back. So, all right, let's get back to commercial break there. And let's go see what we got. Curtis Samuel. Yeah. Fuck out of here. You don't talk to me that way. Fucking little kid. Get the fucking boot, dude. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Silly child. Silly child. Fuck out of here. That's what you get. Go create another fake profile and come through. Boom. All right, 10-0 Panthers. They got Carson Wentz still in there. Looks like he's sucking ass. Commandos are going to be really, really good or really, really bad. Bottom line. Antonio Gibson, Jarrett Patterson, Jonathan Williams, Bonifon, J.D. McKissick, Brian Robinson, Alex Arma, fight to 53. They got a lot of running backs. They actually have some good skill position players on Washington, but I mean, more than likely they're going to finish in second or third. It could go Eagles, Cowboys, Washington, Giants, or Eagles, Washington, Cowboys. But I don't know, I probably would trust the Cowboys more than Washington, even though Cowboys have a lot of problems. I like Dak a lot more than Carson Wentz. They're going to really be relying on a lot of running game and defense. Carson, as much as you can take him out of the play calling, the better. Yeah, we frolic. I talk. I'm going to call games, but when it's preseason, I'm going to hang out with the crew. We're going to talk. We're going to talk. If someone has some baseball stuff like Nova, and I haven't talked to him in a while, fucking pump the brakes. I'll call it. It's preseason. The starters aren't even out there. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, I'm grinding, but like, you're not going to miss anything that doesn't matter. It's like, this is not the playoffs. Okay. Fucking Rodrigo. Get the fuck out of here. Pump the brakes, Rodrigo. Yeah, he doesn't. No problem. It was great seeing you. And I don't mind blocking someone to talk to you. I hope everything is great in your life. And go Sox. Hopefully things get better for you. Oh, they did. You guys fleeced them big time. It's like really the only thing you're really wanting to pay attention to is the first quarter with the starters in the games. And then, as the game goes on, it's a lot of backups, but that's really what it's about. You want to be able to see the starters in those first couple drives, or if they let people play more than one set, like Justin Fields or some of these guys like Trey Lance, or, you want to see Desmond Ritter, you want to see guys play. Because anything you say with Chad Henne is not going to be what Patrick Mahomes is going to be like, All right. It's third down and goal. So I just got to see if Wentz is going to score here before I turn the audio off. 7-0 Chiefs against the Bears, third down and 1. Third down and goal, 10-0 Panthers, but the Commandos are knocking on the door. Shotgun set, Wentz, hands off, touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson with the touchdown. Yeah, it's all going to be about O-line, D-line, defense, but really Carson Wentz. They're only going to go as far as he can take them. So he's either going to finish in third place ahead of the Giants or, as high as first or second. I don't think anyone thinks they're going to finish in first, but I think second is realistic with the Cowboys. They're going to fight for them for that second place spot. Most people are giving the Cowboys, the second place, but Washington could beat them for it. Washington could be a 9-win team. Or they could be a 6-win team. We'll have to wait and see. 7-0 Chiefs, 10-6 Commandos, obviously, and they missed the extra point. Washington doing Washington shit, as always. They always fuck up, always. Always. They can never get shit correct. Whenever they do something good, they always shoot themselves in the foot. Extra point missed, field goal missed, fumble in the red zone. Man, yeah. Like I said, if I want to be able to talk to Nova and a few people, that's what it's about. I don't get to see everybody in here all the time. So let's go scroll up. Ronald, what do you think about the Saints with everyone coming back? Amazing. Everyone wants to talk shit. I'm a Bucks fan, but I'm not stupid. They're going to be awesome. I think it could be Rams, Bucks, Saints, Packers, and Eagles are going to fight for the third best team in the NFC, and maybe even better. I think that the Saints, Packers, and Eagles could all win the division. And I know my Bucks are there, but I'm saying I think they're going to be good. Packers, right? Packers, Saints, Eagles, they all can win 10 to 13 games this year. I just don't know if it's going to be 13 or closer to 10. Maybe Saints closer to 10 or 11, and Packers and Eagles maybe closer to 12 or 13, with the division and, what you got going there. But bottom line, those teams are going to be very good. And then you'll still have the Cardinals, Niners in the mix, and the Vikings are my sleeper team. But I like the Saints a lot. AK-41, my favorite running back in the league. It doesn't seem like he's going to get suspended until maybe next year. So you got Jameis Winston. His eyes are healthy. You got AK-41. You got Ryan Ramczyk on the line, right? You got Olave from Ohio State. Michael Thomas coming back. You can't guard Mike. You can only hope to contain him, right? You got Jarvis Landry. You got Taysom Hill moving to tight end, right? You got Demario Davis, a.k.a. the glue. I gave him that nickname because he holds everything together, all right? You got Lattimore at corner, top 10 corner, right? You got, Cameron, God, you got so many pieces. Cameron Jordan there, Hall of Famer. You got so many pieces with so much potential. It's going to be exciting to see, let alone with Honey Badger back then and Marcus May from the Jets. I'm very excited about the Saints. I'm really looking forward to watching their games. And I'm the only Buck fan on YouTube or planet Earth that will actually acknowledge the Saints and not talk shit about them. But I look at greatness. I look at the name, not necessarily on the front of the jersey, but I look on the name on the back. And I see how they play. And if you play hard for each other, I'm going to respect you. And the Saints play hard. And I'm excited for them. And I hope that they have a great season. And no Buck fan on planet Earth is going to say, I hope the Saints have a good season. But I will, because I'm not like everyone else. So 7-0 Chiefs. Coulter with the reception. So now you're getting all the backups. 10-6 Panthers in the second quarter. Trevor Siemian formerly on the Saints and the Broncos, is the Bears quarterback. Okay. Yeah, it's always funny when you get some little dick bite, some fucking douche canoe, some kid or some older person, it's like, relax, dude. It's preseason. You're not a regular. You don't donate. I don't know who you are. Shut the fuck up. Go somewhere else or get the boot, 2nd down and 7. Nice tackle by the Chiefs. I need to go get like an energy drink. So my voice is hella raspy, and that's what happens when you do 5, 6, 7 hours every day. So that's why I asked. LOL. I've been subscribed for at least a year now. I knew you were a Bucs fan, but you're level-headed and understand. And that's what it is. I'm a fan of all 32 teams. How many YouTubers can actually say that, or people on Twitch, that I treat every team as if it was the Buccaneers or my Oregon Ducks or my Mariners, Dodgers. I really appreciate sports and wrestling in general. So if I see something that's great and you see greatness on it, and AK-41 is my favorite running back in the league, and I'm a Bucs fan. Oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is? It's time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. I'm not biased, and that's why people love me and respect me, I feel. It's like, you can hear me with the emotion, the grind, the hustle, but I think my sports knowledge is at the very, very elite. I'm not sure if there's a lot of people that, I'm 40. I've been doing this shit for 10 years, my 6th year on YouTube, but I've been reading the back of football cards and sports cards since I was like 5. Everyone was looking at sports cards when they were a kid on the front. I was looking at the stats on the back. But I feel I am level-headed, and I do understand the game, and I'm not biased. And if I can see a team, even if there's a rival, I can show a love and appreciation. I want Jameis to be good there for you guys. AK-41, I would take him on my team in a heartbeat. Landry, Michael Thomas, Ryan Ramchek's one of my favorite offensive linemen. Cameron Jordan's a stud, first ballot Hall of Famer. I would take him. Lattimore, him and Evans fight all the time, but I love Lattimore. He's a great player. He talks shit. He backs it up. But Bucs fans are like, fuck him. He sucks. No, he doesn't. I mean, he normally owns Evans, but Evans once in a while will own him, but most of the time Lattimore will own Evans. But if I'm a biased Bucs fan, I'm like, Mike Evans, yeah. And I know Mike Evans is great, but I love Honey Badger too, Marcus May. I mean, it's just, and I love Sean Payton and everything that they did. It's just about passion. And obviously the fan base gets a bad rap because a lot of the Saints fans can't get over the past and they like to talk shit a lot. Like Saints fan base is toxic. Let's be honest. There's Saints fans that come in this room that talk to me that say they can't even be on Twitter and Instagram Saint fan pages because it's so toxic with some of the fans that are in there. Because you get smart Saints fans and you get dumbasses that don't know anything. Just because we all wear the jersey with the Saints in the front doesn't mean we're on the same page. You know what I mean? Some people are a little bit more level-headed and they are a little bit more of a fan of the league. Some are just biased Saints, everything, and they don't watch any other team, and it shows. You can definitely tell when you get people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But I definitely appreciate what the Saints bring, and I look forward to playing them every year, even if I get swept every year. It's fun, But I did get the big one in the playoffs, so. Yes. Old school brown paper bag, get permission slip for school, field trip, sack lunch. Yes. I'm just looking at my social media here while we're on commercials on both, just to make sure I had everything done correctly. I had to rush. Like I said, I just got let me see here. Just wanted to make sure I got all the socials on there. But I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. And I don't know how many games I'm going to be able to do. I was thinking the girlfriend might have wanted to go to the beach, or they have like these different festivals out here. They have like medieval festivals, garlic festivals, hamburger festivals. They have like all kinds of like beer festivals. So I didn't really know what was going on. But when I came back in and Paisley was, she was, was tired, and my girlfriend was sleeping back in bed and whatnot. So I figured if she's sleeping and I'm going to work, so I'm going to grind and try to put in as much work as I possibly can. So, but my beer is gone now. So I need to go get some water or go get an energy drink in a second here, but I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait till halftime. 8 minutes and 51 seconds left. So, all right. 7-0 Chiefs. Shane Buechele It's like the third or fourth stringer for the Chiefs. They don't even have Chad Henne in there anymore. So, I mean, like, if you were watching this game, like, you know, you wanted just to see that first quarter. You know, anything past the first quarter, you know what I mean? It's preseason. You know, you want to be able to see rookies. You want to be able to see guys that are earning a roster spot. And it's just it's on. It's the morning football. You know, it's just about showing the push and the drive. Panthers 10, Commandos 6. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, I think we just have a good bond and friendship, man, and that's what it's about. Like, I've created so many strong bonds from last year and since January, since I've been full time. I feel I've got to know a lot of the goats in the room. Like, I know some of you guys more than some friends that I've had for 10 or 20 years in Oregon, because we spend so much time together in the room and we really get to know each other. I'm not sitting there hanging out with my friends for 5 hours a day face to face. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it feels good to get to know you guys. You guys get to know me, and we can be there for each other and support each other. 3rd down and 6, 7-0 Chiefs. Bushell, 1st down Chiefs. Sky Moore. Nice. Sky Moore with the reception. Ooh, big hit by the Bears. And that's one of the rookies that I'm really looking forward to watching is Sky Moore. It's going to be the Tyreek, you know, project where you didn't really know what you got out of Tyreek. Special teams, punt return, kick return. Then you saw the speed, and then he started working on his hands and his route running. And then now we know that he's a top 5 wide receiver in the league. For many, many years, he was top 2 with Devontae Adams. But now we have Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase. And you're on the Dolphins, not the Chiefs. So you're going to slide a little bit in the rankings, but you're still awesome. But this is the project guy. Just like Christian Watson is going to be the project guy for Aaron Rodgers to be Devontae, this is going to be the project Tyreek to see if, you know, they can get him not to be as good as Tyreek, but to be just another guy, you know, that they can go to. So I'm excited to see what kind of combinations and chemistry we're going to get from Mahomes as well as Sky Moore. All right, 3rd down and 7. Brisker's got 4 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 7-0, 5:39 left in the second quarter. They're on their 3rd stringer already with the Chiefs. Bears bringing pressure. This guy's slow as shit. Bushell almost threw a pick across his body. And now they're going to punt. And Panthers are up 10-6 over the Commandos. And we'll see what we got going on here. And then eventually I'll go get a Monster Energy drink to wake up. So. Yeah, I can't wait. I want to watch some baseball. I still have to watch wrestling from that last night. Dodgers and fucking Mariners are going to be on in the afternoon. We got Cowboys, Broncos. What else? Rams, Chargers tonight. Fuck, I don't know how many games I can do, but I mean, trust me, if I can end up doing 10 hours or 12 hours, I'll do it. You know what I mean? As long as I can talk. And my voice will be a little raspy, but, you know, I like working hard, you know, and a lot of people don't. Most people can't do 3 games in a day. But I've done it before, morning, afternoon, and Sunday night football. And then having to do Monday night, not resting my voice. It's tough. But honestly, look at me. I've been doing 5-hour streams or longer every day for like a month. Like I'm literally recording every day, unless I'm going camping or I'm going to the beach or I'm going to get an Aaron Judge ball. You know what I mean? Or I'm going to a Mariner game. So, all right, it's a commercial now. I probably should go get my drink here, but I'll wait a couple more minutes. Let's turn the audio from the Commandos so you guys can hear a little bit of that. That way I can hear it too. All right, 10-6. I'm covering both games right now, so. Baker looked decent from what I saw. I'm going to go to the stat line and take a look. And Sam Darnold threw the touchdown. So I'm going to take a look here. Riggs, how are you, boy? My dude, how are you? I'm going to be doing Richmond tomorrow. So I had Jack Love come in yesterday, and he said something about like Chase or Denny Hamlin. What happened? Did there were some infractions or something or investigation? What's going on? Something to do with the cars or what's going on for Richmond tomorrow? I'm super excited for NASCAR for Richmond tomorrow. But I'm looking. Kurt Busch is missing his 4th race. Damn. Concussions, dude. Harvick wins Michigan to end 65 race drought. Yeah. That was last week. You chilling and feeling good? Me too, dude. Dude, Riggs, I got a $500 donation yesterday from Nate the Great. It's fucking wild.
Seems fine to me. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
How big is the ocean? What do we call you? That is a really good question. Tell me a joke. You ready?
Yeah, $27. Let's get to a hundo. Let's do it. I mean, I know, the grind is it's a grind, exactly what it sounds like, but it's so worth it. Yeah, but like I said, you always appreciate the hard work that you put in. And when you get 50, 100, 200, it's like, it makes you feel like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just an awkward feeling of just like all those blood, sweat, and tears that I've been putting in is finally, it's been paying off. I've been doing this for 10 years. This is my 6th year on YouTube. But I'll tell you what, when you end up, grinding it out and you end up working hard, and then you see something amazing like a $500 dono come through. I mean, it's crazy, man. It feels so good to be loved. As someone would, could have bought like a wrestling belt, or spent money on themselves and decided to, support the brand and support me and my dream. So shout out to Nate the Great for being an OG. And it's not even the first time that he's donated to me this kind of dollar amount. This is the 3rd time. You know what I mean? So he donated $500 during the Chiefs and Broncos in week 17, $500 during the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide Natty game, and $500 last night. When you got 20 people or less in the room, most of the time, sometimes you'll get more, and then you can get something like this. 6 people were in the room at the time, 500. Wow. Shout out to Nate the Great for being an OG. You're the man. 10-6 Panthers. 1st down and 10. Bears with a nice run right here. So I'll try to be able to cover both games. Chris Jones with a nice sack lunch early on. And then they had a touchdown to Blake Bell. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes to Blake Bell. And Blake Bell was a quarterback, obviously, at Oklahoma. And we got to see a little bit of Baker and Sam and a little bit of Justin Fields as well. Oh, what happened to my hands? Justin Fields got a chance to get out there and shine a little bit as well. So that's always good. And Justin Fields is fun to watch. I mean, the team might end up getting 4th. And if you've been watching Hard Knocks, you can tell the Lions are coming. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of if they can get a lot of production out of Aiden Hutchinson to be in the next Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, which I think he will be. And then you got Penei Sewell there, Ragnow at center. So they got 2 of the best offensive linemen already on the team. And then you got Jamal and a lot of these other running backs and Swift and Jamal Williams. And Goff isn't as bad as people are, talking shit as about. Like, Goff isn't great, but he's not horrible either, So you just got to give it some time. All right, 10-6 Panthers. And then obviously we got the Bears on right now. They're talking to Jalen Johnson. Let's show a little Justin Fields love. He's going to be fun. Like I said, they're probably going to only win like 4 to 7 games this year, but it's all about who they can surround him around. I mean, I do like Mooney a lot. You know what I mean? But besides Fields and Mooney, like who else? I mean, who else is going to step up game in and game out? That's the question marks. This is a Fire Fields photo. I like this one. I like a lot of his stuff from Ohio State, but we'll show him some love. 3rd down and 13. Chiefs 7, Bears 0. O-Dog does it all. What you need. I know, seriously. You want mental health? I got it. You want football? I got it. You want baseball? I got it. You want hockey? I got it. You want NASCAR? I got it. Like, there's no other channel that does what I do. You know what I mean? And on that elite level. That's facts. Oh, another drop pass. God, Bears are. What happened to my hands? Come on. Let's try to get to a hundo. Napa know-how. You already know it's Napa know-how. You already know. I can't wait till tomorrow. NASCAR streams are getting the most views. You know, it's like 1,000 to 3,000 views every stream. And I don't know what it is, but it's dude, NASCAR on the screen looks awesome. That Napa know-how helmet, that race suit, awesome. Chase Elliott, awesome. Give me that race suit. I mean, if I could buy a race suit that looked like that for like 500 or 1,000, I would consider buying something like that, even over a racing, over like, you know, obviously a helmet would be cool too, but a wrestling belt would be awesome. But, you know, that's sick. I need that. And that's awesome too. I was actually watching a replay of Michael Waltrip and winning the Daytona 500 in 2001 and Dale helping him. But that was the race that Dale Earnhardt died. And it came up on my feed and I didn't want to watch Dale die, but I just wanted to rekindle Waltrip's moment. And then obviously when the news breaks and, you know, once in a while I'll get some NASCAR stuff that'll end up on my feed. So your brother's at the track to watch. No, wait, dude, send me pictures. Dude, dude, I found this footage. I'm going to send it to you. Hold on. Bro, I was on Twitter last night and they have someone front row and it shows you how fast the cars are going. I'm going to send this to you. Bro, look at this. I know I had it. Here it is. I'm going to send it to you. Check this out. Riggs. Check the speed out when you're front row. I just sent it to you, Riggs. And the guy's front row on the cage as the cars are going 200 by him. Oh, my God. There's a woman that almost gets blown away. She's like, they're all trying to take selfies, and then the cars start going. He's like, oh, like, dude, it is awesome. I can't imagine sitting front row on the chain link fence as cars are going 200. I would rather sit in the middle on a top of an RV, slamming beers and eating fried chicken, hamburgers, and dogs, and beer bonging and fucking, you know, eating some gummies and smoking and slamming the beers. But man, awesome. It's like it's on how things work. Watching on TV doesn't do justice how fast these NASCAR cars are. Oh my God. It is incredible. It's like it's a 3.4 million view video. It's 9 seconds long, but you see, wheel, like the car's going. Awesome. Going long, going deep. Ooh, almost picked. Yeah, I got to take a look. Anyone that can post the scores, you know, that, you know, if you want to post some scores from yesterday's games or maybe baseball games, I got the 2 games that are going on now. But if there's anything, I can take a quick look too. See, that's my problem as a sports fan too. I always want to do 5 things at once. It's like I want to call the games. We got the Colts and the Bills at 1, Seahawks and Steelers at 4. Dolphins and my Buccaneers at 4:30, Saints and Texans at 5, Cowboys and Broncos at 6 on NFL Network, and Rams and Chargers at 7. And then not only that, we got baseball too. Dodgers are playing the Royals, Mariners are playing the Rangers at 4. Lots of shit going on for me today. But I hope everyone is doing good. But shout out to Nate the Great. 500. And that's not going to happen often. You know, I mean, he could have spread it out, you know, 20, you know, but he's working so much, you know, he can't. 20, you know, here, 100 here, 100 5 days in a row for 500, but he's just so busy. So he just drops the Thor hammer. But keep me posted on baseball scores this morning, please. You know, you guys know how hardcore I am. It doesn't matter if you don't think I care about those teams. I probably do. I like to follow everybody. So thank you so much, man. Like I said, it's just awesome to have someone like a Saints fan show me some respect, and I can show you back. And it's not for ratings. It's not clickbait. It's not to be, fake. It's like I genuinely do want the Saints to have a good season. I genuinely didn't like Jameis for a long time for obvious reasons. Motherfucker was blind. He threw too many picks, and he lost a lot of games for me. But when he's on your team, I want him to do well. You know what I mean? It's like I don't have to carry this hate on my shoulders and in my brain, for what he did to me. He got LASIK, and he's a good fit for you guys. And I'll be very clear and honest. Last year, Devin White grabbed him, didn't mean to injure him, got him towards the shoulder pad, the horse collar. His cleat got stuck. His knee got torn. I felt bad. I know Devin White felt bad. The Bucks, we don't want to do that. We're not a dirty team. Ndamukong Suh is a dirty player, but even on the Bucks, he wasn't really that dirty like he was back in Nebraska, back when he was in Oregon in high school where I watched him, or when he was on the Detroit Lions. You know what I mean? Where he was stepping on Aaron Rodgers' chest. But I really want you guys to be successful, and I hope you guys have a great season. And like I said, I'm the only Buck fan on planet Earth that can just keep it real. And I think that's what people like. Genuine, real people, which are rare nowadays. And then especially football fans, most of them are biased. So when you find someone that's not, that can show your team love, and maybe I even know more about your team than you do, or some Saints fans, then they're like, damn, he cares. Like, I care enough about the Saints that I research and watch film as if it was my team. And that's why Saints fans fuck with me. They donate to me. They show love. And, AK-41 is my favorite running back in the entire league. I mean, a Buck fan is not supposed to say that. But I like the chippiness of being a third, fourth rounder. You know what I mean? And, like a Dak Prescott, some at Mississippi State, and then he went to Tennessee. Guys like Alvin Kamara, he's got the swag, and he plays like he's a top 5 pick in the first round. You know what I mean? Like, he's that guy. And I like guys that have chips on their shoulder, guys that can run, guys that can catch, guys that make getting 6 touchdowns on Thanksgiving or Christmas look effortless. He's the man. I just don't like the whole curb stomping thing with his homies, whether that guy was talking shit first or you decided to talk shit back. But curb stomping a dude in the elevator with 10 homies and beating him up and possibly having to, go to jail or get suspended, that's not a good look. So I hope that he can make better decisions with the homies, to not do drugs, to not get too faded, alcohol or, whatever you're doing, so you don't make those bad decisions, because I love you and I don't want to see AK-41 go to prison or never play in the league. But, he's going to have to face the consequences. So I appreciate you, man. Let me get you a couple Saints representation on here. Let me get you some AK. What's one player you want to see? And I'll get you an Alvin Kamara to start off. I'll get you a couple of those. I'll get you the color rush. And you know what? Shh, don't tell anybody, but I've already said this before. The jerseys that hit hard, the Raiders white color rush with the silver numbers inside. And then my favorite one is this one. The white color rush with the gold numbers. This might be my favorite jersey in football, just because of the look of it. Like, I would wear a Kamara jersey. Can I, as a Bucks fan? No. But maybe as I get older, and as Kamara gets older, I'll grab it and I'll throw it in the closet. You know what I mean? And have it as a Sky Moore, obviously, and the rest of these receivers. We'll see what they can do here on this last drive with this last minute 51. But, I mean, I love this look. I don't have to be a Saints hater to look at that jersey and think that's fire. I could rock that. It's a clean look. And the gold, I mean, the Raiders have a similar one where it's black lettering and then it's got black outline, but the inside is silver, not gold. They are the two coolest looking color rushes to me that are in the league. And there's a lot of other throwbacks, like with the Eagles and the Kelly Green, Seahawks. I mean, there's all kinds of cool ones. But, man, for me being a Bucks fan, I can appreciate that. But let me know what you want to see. Drew Brees. I mean, I got all kinds of stuff in here, bro. I make sure I take care of people. 7-0 Chiefs. 2nd down and 10. Good tackle. Let me see here. Multitasking at its very best is what I do. Let me give you some love, dude. Because a lot of people won't give love, but you know what? I appreciate greatness. And if it's great, I'm going to show love. I mean, why? Be a hater. I mean, there's enough haters out there. We already went through COVID, and we already have a lot of people with mental health issues, including myself. The last thing that I need is, there's a bunch of fucking assholes, every day. So it's nice to be able to grind it out. And that's, part of the game. I got a breeze here for you. And if I didn't care about people, I wouldn't go out of my way to, show gratitude. You know what I mean? A lot of people, when they get a dono, they read it. It's a dono. That's it. You know what I mean? But I go above and beyond because I understand what it's like to be a fan. So it's like the coolest thing ever, if you're a Saints fan, is to see like this. Like, who's going to be like, I'm not just a Buck fan or a Buck live streamer. I'm an NFL live streamer. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the league, and even if I was just a Buck live streamer, I still would do this because that's who I am. That's facts. And I'll even give you one more, and then you let me know who you want to see. And I got Marcus Davenport on my computer. I got everybody, bro. What's cooler than this? What's cooler than being cool? Huh? Come on. Let's be honest. There's a lot of running backs out there in the league, but let's honestly think, who would not like to have Alvin Kamara on their team? When I think of Dalvin Cook and some of these guys that are similar in skill set, and I think Dalvin Cook would make a great Buccaneer, being from Florida State, but this guy is just so fun to watch. By far my favorite. I love Derrick Henry and I love Jonathan Taylor, but AK-41 is really special to my heart. And I'm a Bucks fan. Saints fans, I got more fucking Saints fans on my channel than Bucks fans. I got more rival fans. I was like, I need to get more Oregon Duck fans and more Buccaneer fans on the channel and more Mariner fans and more Dodger fans. But I got fans of all fandom on here. So Big D in the building. Oh yeah. Yes. Eagles look good yesterday. I had Birdman 951 pass dropped. But he got rated by Grossi. He came on my channel. We talked for a little bit. I love the Eagles. I follow the Eagles religiously. Eagles and Niners are the two teams that I follow since I've been following as a little kid. Always liked the organization. My favorite player in the draft overall, Jordan Davis. Past pick 10. This is the steal of the draft. And it's going to be the next Aaron Donald, Warren Sapp, Vita Vea. It's going to be exciting. And then obviously I'm going to follow the Chiefs a lot. And I'm a Herbert guy at Chargers. I go to Ducks games and sit front row. And for all the haters that were telling me that Tua and Burrow are so much better. Okay. Burrow's great. Burrow, Herbert, and Josh Allen are going to be Hall of Famers. But when it's all said and done, Herbert will have the hardest time probably to win a Super Bowl because he's on the Chargers with the coaching and the injury, bug that they have. But, we'll see. Maybe Burrow never goes again. You never know. Josh Allen's going to get 2 or 3 chances to probably try to win a championship. But, can they beat the Rams or the Buccaneers or maybe the Eagles or Saints or Packers if they get there? Who knows? We have to wait and see. But I would love a Bucks-Bills Super Bowl or a Bucks-Broncos Super Bowl. I would really love that. But I would want to see Tom go out on top. So, how are you, bro? Fly, Eagles, fly, brother. Oh, I got you. Yes, they are. You know what I mean? But let's be honest. In the end of the day, like Marshawn Lynch, you're human. And when you got a lot of paper, right? You got a lot of stacks, right? Not everyone. I got a $500 donation yesterday, but I'm not doing this. I'm not Walter White. I'm not Breaking Bad. Oh, touchdown, Chiefs. Let's go. What a throw. What a catch. Wow. Watson with the grab. That was nice. Nice touchdown by the Chiefs. Nice protection in the pocket. He jumps up at his high point, gets blasted there on the way down. Nice throw. Nice catch at the high point. Great job, Chiefs. Nice route by Watson. Get up, grab it. And we ain't talking about Deshaun Watson. Let's keep that clear. Extra point is up, and it's good. And shout out to Jags fans. They are a blessing from the heavens. You sick fuck, you sick fuck, you sick fuck, as they were chanting as Deshaun had his 2 pass attempts. Love it. Justin Reed, baby. Love him. Justin Reed with the extra point. I can't believe they had Justin Reed kick it. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I already watched him. And, like I said, I mean, I'm going to show you something. You've already probably seen this, but hold on. Look at this. Look at this. And I mean, I'm not biased. So when I see talent, I mean, like I talk about as if I'm a fan of the Eagles, a fan of, because I'm a fan of the league. And I do a lot of reading and film study. I do way more than anyone else on YouTube. I guarantee it, because I'm sacrificing about 16 hours of my day every day to this channel. And the only way that you're going to be able to be smart and know football is if you read, watch film, read the beat writers, follow every team website, Bleacher Report, NFL. Yeah, you have to go and do the work. And most people, they're not willing to. They just want to do their team. They don't want to, they don't want to really go above and beyond. But I got one here. Hold up. Nice touchdown by the Chiefs. I know I got it in here. Where did it go? Where are you? There we go. I found it. (14-0) Chiefs. 10-6 Panthers on the Commandos. 3rd down and 4. Panthers with the ball. Look at this. Look at this. One player is a linebacker. The guy looks like a little kid. That's Nakobe Dean, number 17. The guy looks like a teacher, or I don't know, a gym teacher, or I don't know, some guy that's going to serve me Starbucks, or maybe just like some dude. You know what I mean? And then you look at Jordan Davis at 90 and you're like, holy shit. The guy looks like Aaron Donald, Warren Sapp, Vita Vea. Number 17 is a linebacker. He looks like a kicker. That's how big Jordan Davis makes people look. That one's a linebacker, one's a nose tackle, D tackle, but he makes Nakobe Dean look like a kicker. That is wild. Fucking love it, man. So people tend to think, well, Breeze is one. Yeah, he is. Yeah, but it's just, why they do that and they talk shit? Because the Saints fan base has a toxic trait about them. You know what I'm talking about? Roger Goodell, the cheating, Minneapolis Miracle, heartbreak, not getting over it. And then after that happening, right, with the Minneapolis Miracle, and then obviously you have the situation with like the Buccaneers and then falling short, right? And then the Rams, and obviously the pass interference, which was bullshit. The worst call of all time when they had the pass interference and they didn't call it. Rams went to the Super Bowl, but guess what? Sports gods didn't let them win. So it didn't end up having the Rams win. But the Saints, if they would have went, they could have won that Super Bowl or been closer with the Patriots. They had a better offense with Breeze that year, than Jared Goff. You know what I mean? So I get it. Minneapolis Miracle hurt. The no call, that was the worst no call in sports, right? You guys couldn't get over that. And I understand why. Then the Bucs beat you. Obviously when you guys are going back and forth with Brady, and then you also have the Minnesota Vikings after again, and when Kyle Rudolph pushed off. So you guys have had, 4 years of the best regular season record, and then to have no Super Bowls to show for it, or an NFC championship game, saltiness. There's a lot of saltiness, but some Saints fans can recover and others are just going to be ignorant, and they're just going to blame, and never move forward. And that's what gets annoying to other NFL fans when they can't get over it. But also, you have to put yourself in a Saints fan shoes. How would you be able to get over that? Most fans would not be able to get over those 4 circumstances. Minneapolis Miracle, the no call against the Rams, obviously, to make it to, the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship game. That was the best team that they had. And then obviously with the Vikings again, with the Kyle Rudolph push-off, and then playing the Buccaneers after sweeping them in the regular season, playing me in the first game, and we ended up losing by more than 10. I was at home, and we lost 38-3, and then we beat you guys, obviously, in the playoffs, and, the rest is history. But, I try to have a little sympathy and empathy too, so. But yeah, Breeze is one of the greatest of all time. Best short quarterback of all time with Russell Wilson. But Breeze only got 1 ring. Rodgers is only going to get 1 ring. Russell Wilson's going to get 2 or 3 before his career's over. So he's going to go up in the pecking order. But Russell Wilson and Breeze are the 2 best short quarterbacks of all time, period. No disrespect to Doug Flutie and some of the others that came before. So, yeah, and a lot of people in the room are smart. But like I said, there's a lot of YouTubers that know their team. But I don't think there's a lot of people that know pop culture, politics, sports, wrestling, mental health. Like, you know what I mean? You got to be able to be well-rounded. You know what I mean? I watched Ancient Aliens last night. New episode. Loved it. You want to make sure that you're not just about sports. You want to make sure you're watching Stranger Things. You want to make sure you're like Lock and Key. Season 3 is out. And I know me and the girlfriend, we're going to try to watch that. It's kind of like a Stranger Things. If you haven't watched it, I recommend Lock and Key. This is the 3rd season, the final season, but it's very good. It's on Netflix. And it definitely has kind of a sci-fi-ish fantasy kind of show like Stranger Things. And it's awesome. Yes, fly, Eagles, fly. I got you, man. That's what I do here. I give you photos that you're not going to get anywhere else. No other stream is going to do it like me. Nobody does it better, just like Nate Dogg and Warren G said it. Okay. Jordan Davis, I see you. Hey, and hey, sometimes we go back in time as well. All right, let me update this and go grab a monster. I did get that Chiefs artist to follow me, which was kind of cool. And I got I've been liking some of her stuff. Cynthia Burris, the one that Holly obviously knows, the Kansas City artist that's amazing, just like Holly. So that was pretty cool because most of the time she only follows like Chief people. So I thought that was pretty cool because I don't think she really watches my streams or anything, but I definitely gave her a follow back. And her artwork for Chiefs is just like Holly's. And some of her stuff, is even above and beyond Holly. And I think Holly can get to that level, obviously, with getting back into the game. But if you've ever seen Cynthia Burris's stuff, I mean, wow. I mean, her Chief stuff is crazy. Crazy. He's not a part of the channel anymore. You obviously haven't been here in a long, long time. It's been like 2 years. So, yeah, he quit. He's not a part of this channel anymore. Fake friend. Not real. So, I'm doing it solo. But I have people that, I'll have fans come on the show and, I have my friends here in Oregon come through. But, yeah, he's no longer part of the channel. I can already tell when people bring that comment up, they haven't been here in a long time. Because like I said, I've been doing 5-hour streams every day from January, and I'm full-time. And, he hasn't been a part of it for a long, long time. Haters going to hate. Sometimes you think you have friends, but it's actually frenemies, and they're just jealous, and, they're a hater. So it's quite all right. My life and my channel is much better without them. We're definitely going in the right direction, baby. All right, I need to update this and go grab a monster. 14-0 halftime, 10-6 halftime. Okay, hold up. Oh, she follows you too? I imagine she follows Holly. I didn't expect her to follow me. I'm not Chiefs, So. All right. Let me go grab a monster real quick because I don't have any beer. All right, let me go grab this real quick. It'll give me like 2 minutes.
fantasy football this season, 3 things you need to know. Wait on a quarterback you can find value later on in your draft. Take a rookie running back. You're watching Isaiah Pacheco right now. He's going to be somebody who can be a difference maker this season. And draft a second-year wide receiver who's on the verge of breaking out. Guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown. We got Rondale Moore. We got Nico Collins. But most importantly, start watching NFL Fantasy Live, which starts Monday right here on the NFL Network.
Yeah, Adam Rank and Marcus Grant, the whole crew always give us great fantasy insight. We've got second half kickoff from Soldier Field coming up. Need more of that for the Chicago Bears. Kickoff on the way.
My number 1 in the league right now. If you look at the team, attacks at full speed. If that dude's on that list, they're crazy. Introducing shrimp for only $1 with any steak entree only at Applebee's.
This fanceroni pepperoni is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts. But Tim, so am I.
Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 homegrown pepperoni.
Pizza.
This is the sound of hope, the sound of the hardest thing you will ever do, of the best thing you will ever do. Because this sound is the sound of change.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm real, take me down to the river and walk.
NFL Total Access has to have a nerd wallet back here. Also reminding you, NFL Plus is the league's new exclusive video streaming subscription service and is available in the NFL app and at NFL.com. Subscription plans start at just $4.99 a month. And fans can visit plus.nfl.com and sign up for a free trial. NFL Plus today. Waiting kickoff for the Chiefs and Bears from Soldier Field. Game 2 on the way. Colts Bills at 4 o'clock Eastern time. Live here at NFL Network. Our final 2 games of the evening. Seahawks Steelers 7 o'clock kick. Cowboys Broncos your nightcap 9 o'clock Eastern time. So 12 hours of live NFL football here this preseason. All day here for you on NFL Network. Brett Lewis, Sean O'Hara, about to get you back out to Soldier Field. But first, we talked about it in our pregame show. Rookies were going to have their debuts today for those 2 teams and be impact players. George Karlaftis on defense showed his skills.
Instant production, and no doubt for the Chiefs, they welcome that. We saw Chris Jones get an early sack, and now they've got another addition up front defensively. So for Karlaftis, the fact that you can go in your very first NFL game and have this kind of impact, there he is right there, 56, he's beating the left tackle right there. And, I mean, that right there is winning a one-on-one. That's not, hey, the guy had a mental error or I was run block defender. This is him using great technique, nice inside rip move there.
So got that sack with Simeon and then had a hit on Justin Fields earlier. So 2 QB hits, a sack, and a TFL all in the first half in his NFL debut. George Karlaftis getting it done, one of 2 first-round picks for the Kansas City Chiefs on defense. Meanwhile, the Chicago Bears had a pair of second-round picks. They also both went defense with Kyler Gordon, the corner out of Washington, and Jaquan Brisker out of Penn State, who made his presence felt early and often in the switch.
Yeah, Jaquan Brisker was looking like Jamal Adams out there with the sweatbands, the wristbands. He was all over the field. He was coming downhill, making big-time hits in space. He also had an interception. So I think he's wearing the Bears uniform, which Monsters of the Big League is kind of the reputation he's trying to live up to. I like the start for him.
4 tackles, 1 TFL, had a pass breakup as well. So Jaquan Brisker making an impact in his debut. And with that, we're going to send you right back out to Soldier Field. Our pals Adam Amin and Jim Miller on the call for Fox 32 Chicago. So this is Chris Tabor, now the special special teams coordinator with the Panthers. Last 5 years, as Jimmy mentioned, with San Francisco.
Hey, you go into Lambeau, you get a blocked field goal before the half, then you block a punt and return for a touchdown. Then you ended with former Mayor Robbie Gould sealed the game with a game-winning field goal. Special teams won that game in Hightower. That game plan.
All right, I'm back. Got my energy drink. Just trying to figure out what we're going to do for plans today and how much recording I'm going to be able to do today. It looks like I will be able to do more today, so I might end up doing a couple more games later today, maybe baseball, Dodgers, Mariners, maybe the Broncos and the Cowboys, maybe the Chargers and the Rams. So there's going to be some opportunities for me to, my girlfriend, I think, is going to go to her girlfriend's house, and they're going to have a little get-together party. So I'll just stay home and I'll grind and stuff. And then I got NASCAR tomorrow. So shout out to all the goats. Hopefully we can see what I can get in here. And 14-0. Make sure I got everything linked here. Bouchel. Scores of the two games are going to be down below. Everything will be updated down there. All right, let's check out the second half. Yeah, that's what we were thinking. I was like, oh man, that sounds really good right now. Saturday and Sundays with pizza or wings or ribs is money, but pizza hits so good. But I am trying to lose weight. So I am walking. I already took Paisley for an hour walk earlier this morning, and I might take her for another one. I just have to be careful on how much I eat when I eat. So instead of just stuffing myself and trying to eat like a whole pizza to myself, or throughout the day, just a little bit here, a little bit there. So, I needed that. I needed that about an hour and a half ago. All right, so we got 14-0 Chiefs, 3rd down and 1. 14:46 left. Obviously, all the starters are out, and now the Commandos are about to, I think, kick off to the Panthers. So we got these two games, and then the slate is good. Colts Bills at 1. I'm probably not going to be able to do that game because I'm going to try to watch a little Lock and Key with the girlfriend and spend at least a little bit of time. And then Seahawks Steelers at 4, Dolphins and Bucks at 4:30 for my Buccaneers. I'll watch a little bit of that. Saints Texans at 5, Cowboys and Broncos at 6 on NFL Network, and Rams Chargers at 7. But then we also have Mariners and Dodgers that I'm very interested in. Dodgers and Royals at 4:10, and Gonsolin obviously kicks ass, and they got Haney pitching today, and they're going to beat the Royals. They're on a nice win streak. And then the Mariners are back. We are first place in the wild card. Unbelievable. Marco's pitching, though, and that's against the Rangers on Fox at 4:15. So I might do that one for that, and I'll cover multiple things, but the main thing might be that. We'll see. I want to make sure I'm documenting this Mariners and Dodgers season. So yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not very high on the priority list. Now, if it was a regular season game, there would be some times where I do Saints, but I mean, my dad's been a Dodger fan since the 50s. So I watch all the Dodger games. I watch all the Mariner games. So I try to watch 2 or 3 on the computer, and then I stream. So you have to have fast internet. And the girlfriend's in the other room. She's doing shit too. And then I got the TV. So I try to watch 3 or 4 games at once, or at least 2 or 3 at once. Even when I do NASCAR, I'm usually watching, Mariners and Dodgers at the same time. So let's get some audio here of the Panthers and Commandos, so you guys can, get a little bit of everything here. Shout out to everybody. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very much. Ronald, who's your favorite player on the Saints all time? Is it Drew Brees? Is that your guy? Is it AK? Who's your guy? I'll throw up another photo for you. Yeah, but like I said, with Marshawn Lynch and all these people, it's like you hope people that will make better decisions. But they're bottom line, they're human. They just have a lot more money. You know what I mean? And you got more money, and if you have an addictive personality, you're gonna do coke, you're gonna do blow, you're gonna do weed, you're gonna do Molly. You're gonna drink a lot. I mean, some of these guys have people pee for them, and just because you're an athlete doesn't mean that you're not an addictive personality or an addict. Like some of these guys, have problems with alcohol and. Or they do dumb shit like Marshawn stealing a car and then, wrecking it and having dents all over it, driving on the curb, flat tires. And even one of them didn't even have a rim. Like the rim was exposed, with no tire on it. So, and he's been arrested for DUI stuff before. Jameis Ameza with a $3 donation, my boy. Oh, Bears with interception. There we go. Sanborn with the pick. Woo! Okay, Bears. Former Wisconsin Badger. Okay. I'll get you baseball and football, Jameson. You're my OG, man. I appreciate your presence and the friendship a lot, man. It's just like, you start to really get to know people when you do this full time. And the people that support this channel, there's other people that have way more subs, way more views. But I think person for person, I have a better connection with the fans than any other channel. And it's going to grow. And we're going to go from 20 people in the room to 30 to 40 to 50 to 100, to 1,000. It's just a matter of time. But I just like being able to get to know people. And it's just nice to have that special community where we actually do genuinely care about each other's well-being. And we're, and just support each other to the fullest. Second down and 10. See if the Bears can get some points here. Big Braves fan, Jameis Ameza. Big Titans fan. Appreciate you and all your support, everything that you do for me, man. Matt Payton in the building. What to do? There we go. We're getting closer. 40. I'll be doing more streams today, but like I said, the goal on every stream is to get to a hundo if possible. If we don't hit the number, we don't. But every once in a while, you get surprised and you get like a $500 donation like we did yesterday. So, Forbidden in the building. How are you, bro? I watched the Eagles yesterday, and they looked very, very good. Yes. I think Raw is good. NXT, I can't get into it yet. There's some people that shouldn't be on NXT. They should be off screen on developmental, but they're trying. And SmackDown is getting better too, but not as good as Raw. And AEW needs to step their game up. But I can Triple H. He's making it fun again, where I can have two companies I can root for. So I love it. 14-10 Chiefs. Bears with the interception. They're moving the ball. And we got the Panthers 10-6 over the Commandos. How are you, Forbidden? Missed you. I hope things are going good in your life. We'll have to watch another AEW pay-per-view together again very soon. I knew once that NASCAR, ended up having that rain delay and we all ordered it and watched it. God, that was fun, man. I'm so glad we did that. And they didn't have 5 of their major stars, and it still was like a 10 pay-per-view to me. It was like a 9 or a 10. It was awesome. All right, second down and 8. Good defense right there by the Chiefs. One to 10, with 10 being the best. I don't know. Not very good, bro. He's not the future. I mean, if you are a Packer fan, that's the last guy that you want to see. I mean, Jordan Love might have more upside than Kurt Benkert, who's no longer on the team, but he's not that good of a player either. I mean, just saying, but 13 for 24, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks, 176 yards. Touchdown, Bears. But it's not, Jordan Love is not good. He's nowhere near Justin Fields or Trey Lance or Malik Willis or Desmond Ritter's upside. Jordan Love is literally probably the worst quarterback out of the guys that get drafted within the first 3 rounds. In the last few years, he is dog shit. I don't like him at all. Like, I wouldn't take him on Tampa even as my backup quarterback. Honestly, I don't think he's good. He's going to be a backup quarterback for the rest of his career until he doesn't play. I mean, because if you have him after Aaron Rodgers, you might as well pencil them in 3rd place in the division, because then, teams like the Lions will move up and they'll try to be competitive. But you're not going to win a lot with Jordan Love. I mean, you still got a lot of skill position players around him, but if you turn over the football a lot, you're not going to win. Even with those great Aaron Joneses and those great Jair Alexanders, they could still probably finish in 2nd by default until the, Bears and Lions get better. But the Vikings are going to own that division once Aaron is gone. So that's facts. But we'll see. But I don't know. I don't know what to think about Jordan. I hope he gets better. Some of his throws looked really, really good. But then some of the throws, I'm like, what the hell? You know what I mean? He needs more reps. But I just think the Packers deserve better. Even if the Packers brought in a Ryan Tannehill, much better option than Jordan Love. So I don't know if that's going to be something they're going to look at, but I think that they would be better off getting another quarterback than Jordan Love. But we'll see. Maybe he'll impress, but he's not going to get any time this year. It's Aaron's team. So, and speaking of the Packers, Caitlin is in the building. How are you? Said, doing good, man. Got to work out of the city. Okay. No problem. Clash of the Castle. Yes, I'll do it for sure. I don't like him either. And that's not me talking shit about the Packers. That's just me wanting to be able to let Packer fans know, and as well as letting people know that are Packer haters or just Packer observers, that this is not good football. This is not the Packer standard. If that is the guy after Aaron, that's not good. Because if you're sad with how things are going with Aaron, one of the greats of all time, one of the GOATs, yeah, they might not win a lot of Super Bowls, but he's a top 3 quarterback, and he has been for a while. You know what I mean? And you're always competitive with Aaron, right? And if you go from that and you're complaining and thinking about how horrible it is to be a Packer fan, imagine what it's going to be like with Jordan Love. You're going to go from winning 10 to 13 games a year to like 6 games or less. That's not a good look. I don't care who you are. I don't want to see Packer fans suffer any more than they've already suffered. They should have had at least 2 with Brett, at least 2 with Aaron. But it shows you the NFL is a bitch. It's hard to win. It is hard to win. But yeah, I don't think Packer fans saw too much to make them think, wow, this is the future. Even getting a guy like Trey Lance or Malik Willis would be better, or even Justin Fields. But, it is what it is. You live and you learn. Hey, I drafted Sam Bowie over Michael Jordan. I drafted Greg Oden over Kevin Durant. I could have had Michael Jordan and Clyde Drexler here in Oregon. I could have had Kevin Durant here with Brandon Roy. So it shows you. Sometimes the organizations fuck up. So he's garbage, Matt. Come on. I've already seen enough, dude. He's not good enough to lead the Packers. They need at least like a Kirk Cousins, Tannehill, Carr kind of talent to stay afloat. The Vikings are coming. You think you're really going to be able to do anything? You can't even win it with Aaron. And then you're going from someone that's one of the best in the world, a GOAT, to a guy that's crap. You know what I mean? He's not good. And I don't think he's going to get that much better. And imagine if Jordan Love went to a bad team, he's even going to be worse. The only reason that he's somewhat relevant is because the Packers got great coaching and they got great weapons around him. You know what I mean? Think about it. Come on, man. He ain't good. He's just not good. There's so many guys that got drafted in the first 3 rounds that are much better in my eyes, that have more upside. I just don't see it with him. But you never know. Maybe it'll turn around. But I'm not too sure. I don't feel very confident in Jordan Love whatsoever. I don't know. I evaluate talent, and I'm pretty good at it. I mean, with the only amount of film that I watch. But if I had to tell you, I think that he's going to be a bust, and he'll be a backup quarterback, and then 2nd string, 3rd string, and out of the league. That's what's going to happen. I wouldn't want him on my team. And I know probably I know a lot of the Packer fans and Caitlin, they probably don't want him either. Like, you can hope for the best, but sometimes the writing is on the wall. 17-6 Panthers beating the shit out of the Commandos. Love it. I love seeing the Commandos lose. So it looks like like I said, the girlfriend is going to go hang out. We were going to try to go to like this garlic festival. They have like these garlic festival, beer festival, all these things, but they probably don't allow dogs. And Paisley, it's like every time we want to go to a movie or we want to do something, we have the puppies. So it's like only one of us can go. So it makes it a little bit difficult. But I am going to try to watch a little bit of Lock and Key with her after if she wants to. And then I'll be streaming again later tonight. So putting in that work. 14-6. Oh, the Bears. Oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is. Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. EA Sports, Madden. I am still waiting on my check and my recognition. If you put sack lunch in the video game and you stole it from me, at least pay me for it. At least put my name and Madden in the credits if you don't want to pay me, you know. Sack lunch, sack lunch, sack lunch. The words come up on the screen and they even say it. Come on. And they've been doing that for the last few years now. It's like Peter Schrager stealing my Uncle Momentum. Come on. You know, everyone knows that you're a fugazi and a fake. I totally agree. Not good. Yeah, but do you think you would want to have Drew Lock as your quarterback moving forward? Drew Lock could start for maybe like 2 or 3 teams. But if you have Drew Lock, right, you would rather go with Malik Willis, Justin Fields, Trey Lance. You know, there's other guys that give you more. He's got a deep ball. You know what I mean? But he's inaccurate. So, you know, unless you get really good coaching and Drew Lock went to the Rams and it was like Goff, or if Drew Lock went to the Niners, then you're going to maybe have a little bit more success based off the play calling and the supporting cast. But Drew Lock is not good. He's not. You know what I mean? He's never going to be a starting quarterback, you know, after this year. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be looking for the Arch Manning in Seattle, someone better. But Drew is a backup quarterback. He's not a starter. You know what I mean? He's just not good enough to be a starting quarterback in this league. And then if you look at the future coming in, Arch Mannings and these other guys, when new guys come in, guys that are at the very, very bottom get kicked out. I mean, I would rather have Gardner Minshew, you know, as if we're talking about backups, I would take Gardner Minshew over Drew Lock in a heartbeat. I think Gardner Minshew could start for about 10 teams in the league. You know, maybe not every team in the league, but you know, it's all about if you evaluate players, you know. But I will give Drew Lock is better than Jordan Love. I would do that too. Yeah, but if you can get like a Ryan Tannehill, that'll be a lot better than Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that might not be like your favorite guy, but Tannehill could get you to the playoffs and you could be relevant. And it might still be able to be, you know, a point where you could be above Minnesota. But Minnesota is coming. I'm telling you, based off Kevin O'Connell and everything that I've read and all the film and their pieces they have, and depending on if they keep Kirk or not with Cousins, Minnesota is going to take over that division sooner than later. You know, I think Minnesota in the next 3 years, you know, they're going to be right there. And whether Aaron's there or not, or if this is Aaron's last year, you're always going to have the Packers won because of Aaron, right? And, you know, Kutukunst and LaFleur. But when you lose Devontae, you lose MVS, Jair hopefully doesn't get hurt. You know, if you have a few key injuries, you could actually go from a 13-win team to maybe like a 10 or 11-win team. And then at one point, if Minnesota hits and they win 12 games and they beat the Packers by 1 game in the regular season, I mean, you're going to see the power shift and you're starting to see the Lions get better. Bears are going to be probably the worst. But if you watch Hard Knocks, it's hard not to root for the Lions, but still the Lions and Bears are at the bottom. So the only team the Packers really, you know, whether they want to admit it or not, the Vikings are coming. And it's going to be fun because then it's going to boost up the rivalry. But I want to be able to see them with a quarterback close to Aaron Rodgers' skill set, not Jordan Love. Like Ryan Tannehill is going to be available. I would love for Ryan to come to my team, the Buccaneers, after Tom goes. That's a perfect person to have come to my team. Ryan Tannehill and Dalvin Cook. Come to Tampa Bay. I'm talking it into fruition. Sports gods, are you listening? Tampa Bay Buccaneers, after Tom Brady retires, Ryan Tannehill to the Bucs. And then Dalvin Cook to the Bucs. And then watch like a year from now, 2 years from now. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have signed new free agent quarterback Ryan Tannehill. You know, I'm telling you, I don't know. Sometimes people think I'm a time traveler. You know, sometimes people think I'm an alien, but if I say it, it happens. And I don't know how that happens, but it does. The sports gods love you, boy. I mean, I'd love to have Alvin Kamara come to the Bucs, but that's not going to happen. But Dalvin Cook, you know, he played at Florida State. He's got a connection. He'd be perfect. It'd be like a Warwick Dunn, but 1,000 times better. I am concerned with Dalvin Cook's body, but I think on the Bucs, it'd be perfect. You know what I mean? It would just like seamless. It would just fit perfectly. Just imagine Dalvin Cook in a Buccaneer uniform. I can picture it in my head already. And same thing with Ryan Tannehill. So yeah, Grossi can play all the positions. Yeah, we do need Tannehill. Like I said, because after Brady's gone, what do you want to have? Kyle Trask? Not good enough. Gabbert? Not good enough. Whatever we have on the roster, and Tannehill's not bad. Tannehill's been a top 13 quarterback right there, you know, with Kirk Cousins, right there with Carr. So I don't know. You obviously don't know football, but Tannehill, you know, he's not as bad as people think. Last year, you know, if A.J. Brown and Julio and Henry and everyone's hurt and you don't have Jonnu Smith, of course you're going to make mistakes. You know what I mean? But Tannehill isn't a bad quarterback, let alone he played wide receiver at A&M and had to transition to quarterback. It's not like the motherfucker played quarterback since he was in Pop Warner since first grade. So it is what it is. I do like Tannehill, and I think he would be good. It's not like we're going to win a Super Bowl with Tannehill, but at least we can be competitive post-Brady because Kyle Trask blows, and then, you know, Bortles, all these other guys, you know, Gabbert, they're not good enough. I would take Gardner Minshew. You know, a Gardner Minshew would be one that I would love. Jalen Hurts, if the Eagles get rid of him, that's not happening. But Gardner Minshew and Tannehill would be my, you know, it's just realistic choices that if they were out there, I think that would be a good fit for us. You know, unless we like draft one, but you're not going to be able to find a good draft pick when you're one of the best teams in the NFL. You know, you're not going to get a great quarterback at pick 30 or pick 29. So, yeah, I do too. Tannehill or Cousins, I would take Cousins too. And people want to talk shit about him, but just because you're the 11th best quarterback in the league, that's a lot better than guys that are, you know, like Sam Darnold, you know, or 20 or 25th or 32, you know what I'm saying? Like, people can talk shit all they want, but what? Kyle Rudolph? I already have him on my team. He's already on Tampa Bay. But I mean, you got to try to find that Carr, Tannehill, Cousins, because to me, those guys, like Carr was my 11th best quarterback for like the last 3-4 years. And now he's going to be in the top 10 with Devontae, Renfro, Waller, Jacobs, and because of Josh McDaniels. You know, offensive line stinks. Leatherwood stinks. You know, Colt Miller's decent. You know what I mean? But the defense, you know, you got Chandler Jones. Who? Chandler Jones and Max Crosby. But you need more. Ooh, nice pass. First down, Bears. On 4th down and 2. So, oh, Mason Rudolph. Fuck no. Mason Rudolph's one of the worst in the league. And then obviously prayers up, obviously for his teammate, you know, Dwayne Haskins, that rest in peace, you know, had alcohol and, you know, and ended up getting hit by that garbage truck. But honestly, you know, I don't want to, you know, say anything about someone that's no longer with us anymore. Rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins. But Dwayne Haskins and Mason Rudolph were maybe two of the worst backups in the league on the same team. I mean, they just couldn't get it done. Like, Haskins was so good. The only way Haskins was going to be able to turn it around is if he was with the Rams or the Niners with great minds like Kyle Shanahan or Sean McVay. But he was going to be a backup for the rest of his career. You know what I mean? But yeah, Mason Rudolph stinks. He's not good. But Kenny Pickett, we'll see what happens there. Mitchell Trubisky will start. Kenny Pickett will be the future, and hopefully he can, you know, step into his shoes, small hands or not. I hope that you guys have some success this year. Yeah, but we know Mason sucks. Yeah, Bucks are stacked, but 3 offensive linemen, you know, 1 retired, went to the Bengals. Jensen, you know, fucked his knee up. That's, you know, you win in the trenches. So, yeah, we got Brady and all this, right? But I'm not stupid. I don't think we're going to make it to the Super Bowl. I don't even know if we'll make it to the NFC Championship game. I know we can, because if you have Brady, anything's possible. But the O-line and then the D-line, no Ndamukong Suh, no JPP. I mean, God, it's like, you know, I'm missing these key contributors. 3 guys on my line, 2 guys on my defensive line. Yeah, I know young guys will step up, but it's not the same. So, I mean, we'll see if we overachieve and we play the Rams or the Saints or the Eagles or the Packers and the NFC Championship game. Niners and Vikings and Cardinals will be in the mix too. Great, but I just don't know if we can get there all the way. I'm praying that we can, though. Touchdown, Bears. Okay? going through the tunnel like Bo Jackson. There we go. But I think that if it's Bills, Bucks, we're going to win the Super Bowl. If it's Broncos, Bucks, we're winning the Super Bowl. If we get there, we're winning with Brady. But if it's Rams, I'm not sure if the Bills can beat the Rams. I'm not sure if, but the only thing that's going to, derail the Rams, injuries, because that's what happened with the Chiefs on their line, the Bucks on my line, and it's going to happen to the Rams. So if they get fucked up on their O-line, they're not going to go back to the Super Bowl like last year. So that gives teams like Tampa some hope, and the Bills are coming. They're the number one, team. They're favored in every game in Vegas this year, all 17. So most people have the Bills going to the AFC Championship game, but what people don't think is that there's a team that's in the AFC West that could knock them out and go to the Super Bowl, whether that's the Chargers, Raiders, Chiefs, or Broncos. I personally like the Broncos. I think Chargers with Herbert, I like that team a lot, but the coaching is suspect and their injury bug and their injury history is a little suspect. But I think the Broncos and Russ, I think that could be the one team that could derail Josh Allen's, dreams of getting to the Super Bowl. If it's Broncos, Bills, I could see, Russ going on the road in Buffalo and winning. You know what I mean? It's like, I think Russ is that good. And we're going to have a fun season this year. It's going to be really great. Wentz or Goff. If I had a choice between those, not even close. Goff. Goff is actually a top 15 quarterback. He's like 15th. He's not the best, but he's not the worst. Like if you look at his stat line from last year, he's not like Jimmy G, but they like to put him in that same category. Like I would probably take Goff over Jimmy and Baker. And that says something, right? You know what I mean? It's like, Mariota looked pretty good, but just because you get picked first or second, Jameis, Mariota, Carson Wentz, and some of these guys, some guys pan out and some don't. I like Goff. I just, he's not great, but he's not the worst either. You know what I mean? He just needs coaching and proper supporting cast. But Goff actually upside. We don't know if he's going to be there with the Lions forever because I want to see Arch Manning on Detroit. Like if we can get Arch Manning there, we can get excited for Detroit football. But I don't think Jared Goff is as bad as people make him out to be. He's a hell of a lot better than fucking Sam Darnold. And Baker has moments, but I like Jared Goff's presence more than Baker. Less drama, and they're both around the similar skill set. So. Yeah, I would rather my choices for quarterback post Brady, Tannehill 1, Gardner Minshew 2. And then if they were decide to get rid of Jalen Hurts, of course I would love him, but I don't think that's happening. Be a long day today. Lots of streaming. Want to spend some time with the GF and Paisley, but since she's going to be able to do that, go to a party later and spend time with her girlfriend and do that, then I will be able to grind more. So I'll be doing more football and some Dodger Mariner coverage. So that's exciting. I got to grind it out. And at the very least, I'll be streaming at 7 p.m. Pacific time again. But I am going to try to do at least another football game or a baseball game and football game combo. So like maybe I'll watch the baseball games on the computer and then we'll do football on here because I know football is more popular. I get it. But the Mariners and Dodgers, this is regular season. And I want to make sure that I'm focused on that too. And I'm soaking that in. So Antonio Brown wants to play for the Cowboys. Antonio Brown doesn't know what he wants. Did you see his little clip? Antonio Brown's biggest regret was not being able to watch Antonio Brown play in the stands and on TV while Antonio Brown was playing. I mean, him and Kanye are, two of the same. Wild. But what I will say is Antonio Brown on the Steelers in that 6-year stretch was one of the best players in NFL history. Here, let's go I'll throw an Antonio Brown photo up before he went crazy. I mean, he needs meds. If you actually go back and look at all the stats out of wide receivers in the last 20 years, he's top 5. You look at Jerry Rice, right? Randy Moss, T.O., Antonio Brown, Megatron. I mean, if you look at those guys and what they were able to accomplish, like Antonio Brown had 6 years of 100 receptions, no smaller than 8 tutties, as many as 15. And he was getting 1,000 to 2,000 yards. It was just wild. How good. I'll bring it up. But he had probably the best 6-year stretch that I've seen in a long time or ever. He's a crazy motherfucker like Kanye, but I can still, appreciate what he did for the Steelers when he was there. But I didn't hear that. Bears football. Uh-oh. Another takeaway. Shout out to the Mariners, man. They're making baseball and football and everything just so wonderful right now.
Constantly punching at the football, getting turnovers against second in league with 33 turnovers last year in Indianapolis. Starting to take hold.
Antonio Brown.
Up at the practice field at Dallas Hall.
Go. Almost a touchdown. So in his 6 years, right, for Antonio Brown, it's just crazy how good that Antonio Brown was in that 6-year stretch. Listen to these stats, okay? It started off, let me see here. It started off in 2013, right, to 2018. 110 receptions, 1,499 yards, 8 tutties. 2014, 129 receptions, 1,698 yards, 13 tutties. Next year, 2015, 136 receptions, 1,834 yards, 10 touchdowns. Next year, 2016, 106 receptions, 1,284 yards, 12 tutties. And then the last year of the greatness was in 2017, 101 receptions, 1,533 yards, 9 tutties. And then 2018, 104 receptions, 1,297 yards, 15 tutties. So no lower than 8 and as high as 15. And he had, 1,834 was his high, and his lowest reception total was 101 and was as high as 136. You're not going to replicate that. And that was, remember when Big Ben, Antonio Brown, and Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, and Big Ben, the big three? We should have got some Super Bowl action out of that. I know he's crazy as hell now, but I still will acknowledge that, how amazing he was in that stretch. That's facts. He is a crazy mofo, him and Kanye, though. Simeon, scrambling, gambling, and complete. Yeah. Well, you're obviously Steelers, so, hey, I always try to take care of people. Yeah, but that's too much of a distraction. I mean, if you can't, if he would have stayed with my Buccaneers after Godwin, went down with the ACL, and then I had those problems with Tristan Wirfs, and I had the problems with Ryan Jensen getting hurt. If I had AB in that Rams game, I think we would have won. Honestly, we just needed one other guy when Gronk was, doubled and Mike Evans couldn't get open. That other guy, and we didn't have it. Tyler Johnson and Darden weren't good enough. 16-14 Bears. Oh, so many things. I have to focus on like 1,000 things on every stream. People messaging me, the TV, the chat, but it's worth it.
Basically 30th in the NFL in red zone production. I believe that we'll see if it happens and unfolds. It will be a great
20-6. Panthers are up. I love it when I can see the Commandos lose. I mean, there's like trash heaps of organizations. The Texans is just, you know what I mean? The Browns and Washington. I mean, those three. I mean, the Texans, they gave away all these pieces. You know, I don't really like have a dislike for them. They just have let a lot of amazing pieces of talent walk away, and they don't get anything in return. So they're always going to be kind of a trash heap, the Texans. But now, instead of being the worst trash heap, the Texans, you got the Jags, and you got, the Jets and Zach Wilson. Hopefully he'll be okay. Nothing major, and the Lions are easy to root for. I like rooting for the Jets. I like rooting for the Jags. I don't mind the Texans. Davis Mills isn't that bad, right? But I cannot root for the Browns and Washington. Those are the two dumpster fires in the league. And Washington, based off their owner, their organization, and all the bullshit that they have done in their franchise. I mean, so much sexual assault, allegations, creeperness. You know what I mean? Like, why are you having investors look at the cheerleaders when they're topless and they're changing, and they invest money and they're just there while they're doing like the photo shoot for the cheerleaders? Who does that? The Washington Commandos do. That is fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, there's all kinds of crazy things that Washington has covered up over the years with Dan Snyder. They need to obviously rebuild their stadium as well. But I would be ashamed to be a fan of that organization. It's not the same when it was obviously Joe Gibbs from back in the day with like Riggins and Mark Rippon and Doug Williams. This is nowhere near what it was back in the day. It's definitely not the same. It's facts. Nate the Great in the building. How are you? Yeah, defense was bad. I mean, just imagine if you had TJ Watts and some of those other guys there. That would have been awesome. But yeah, I totally agree. Or Minka Fitzpatrick's and stuff too. 20-6, Panthers are up. Third quarter, minute 40 to go. And it's 16-14 Bears. Chiefs have had some turnovers, and the Bears are playing hungry now at home. Oh, hamburgers for lunch sound amazing. Sarah's getting pizza. I think I might try to order pizza, but it's like, when you get a lot of super chat donations, it's awesome. Like Nate the Great is in the building and dropped a $500 donut. Did you see I put your name in the chat there, single donation record. So you're going to be on there, and I don't know if anyone's going to beat that unless someone donates more than that on Cash App or Venmo or something like that. But I think 500 is the most you can donate on super chat at a single moment. So thank you so much. And I figured you saw that, John Elway. I showed that to me and my friend Justin and you. So how are you doing, bro? Samuel Rojas. Deshaun's career may be dong long-term. Well, what's going to happen is they're going to suspend him for a year, probably $5 million fine, something in that range, I would assume, or I would hope. But it should be probably 2 years or jail time. If this was any other person, they're going to prison for what he did. And he said he didn't do anything. And then Aditi Kinkhabwala interviewed him, and he's like, yeah, I'm sorry I put the girls. So you don't pay out $100,000 or more to each girl unless you're guilty. So for all those trolls thinking these girls were doing it for clout, it wasn't. Some of them he slept with and it was okay, but some of them he was doing fucked up things, to these girls and that they didn't want, so, I mean, he should be in prison, just like OJ and, just like Bill Cosby. It's like, I can like these guys in the past, but once you do crimes, you don't just get away with it because you're famous, like Vince McMahon and Deshaun Watson. They got a lot of this, but their legacy is tarnished forever. Thank God we have Jags fans, you sick fuck. You sick fuck. You sick fuck. That's what they chanted while he had his 2 throws. Good for them. He shouldn't be in the league, if he's going to be a fucking predator like that. Fuck that. I liked him at Clemson. I liked him on the Texans, but there's no room for someone in the NFL with that kind of behavior. You know what I'm saying? So it should be 2 years. And especially if they make it a year, then Calvin Ridley's needs to go down to at least 8 games or less, preferably 2 to 4 games would be appropriate. 8 if you want to be a dickhead, but a year for Calvin Ridley for gambling and a year for Deshaun, it doesn't make sense. And what's Alvin Kamara going to get? 8 games, 2 games, a year? I mean, we got to wait and see. So they don't have, it's like the bigger name you are, they do protect people. Like imagine if something happened, like, with Big Ben. He did this shit, and they definitely swept it under the rug. If Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, a big name, especially if you're, and whether people want to admit it or not, certain of the Caucasian athletes, sometimes they do get special treatment. if they're in with Goodell. I mean, you'll get the brother athletes, the Mexican athletes. You got Koo as an Asian, but they are certain athletes, and there's certain special treatment for certain big names. Like Mahomes had something, or Brady. You don't think that they're going to try to sweep it under the rug because that's a face of the league. You know what I mean? So if you got money and you're popular and you're a driving force to the league for money and ratings, they definitely will treat each individual person not the same. And that's sad, but that's how our society is. There's politics in everything that we do. So, but we'll see how it goes. Walltown in the building. How are you? Joe's in the building. How are you? Yeah, it's more than just a happy ending. It's a fucking predator, 76 girls and, 16 months. And that's only the ones that they know about. I know he's been doing this prior to that. I imagine that number's in the hundreds. 100 to 200 is probably more accurate from the beginning he started, at the Texans. This is just in like a short, 16-month period, with like 60, 70, 80 girls that have been documented. Sick. Dude, if you want sex that bad, oral sex or sex in general, go get a fucking hooker or a prostitute. And he didn't want to get in trouble that way. But the fucked up thing is that when he was getting these massages, some of these people weren't even licensed. These are people like on like Facebook, people on like apps, you know what I mean? Where he was going to their house and he was doing that and then locking the door, putting a small towel. It fell off. So he's exposed. It's like, rub my thighs. Come on, dude. You want sex that bad? Go get a fucking hooker. Go on fucking one of the apps and swipe left and right. You know what I mean? You thought you can pull a fast one, because you're an athlete. And they're like, oh, I'm good looking and I'm an athlete and I have money. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. Just like Vince McMahon. It doesn't work like that. You might get away with it for a while, but eventually someone's going to say something and you're not going to get away with it, and you shouldn't. So, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I don't think he should be in the league anymore, honestly, after that. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, Ray Rice, punched his girl in the elevator, and you start seeing those things, then he's out forever because of the video evidence, right? But this Deshaun Watson scenario, I mean, it's not a good look for the league. And I know he was a top 4 quarterback. Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson. He was number 4 for years. Great talent, but he obviously isn't a good person, and it's sad because – we look up to these guys as athletes and, you root for them. But when they do fucked up shit like that, that's not something that you can just sweep under the rug. And if it was like one girl and he was truly apologetic, like I just was out of my head. I was on drugs. I was drinking, I was horny. I pushed too far. That's one thing. You know what I mean? But when it's like 60 or 70 that we know of, dude, you're a fucking predator. That is not okay. I don't know. That's how I feel. So it should be, for me, 1 year, $5 million fine. That's not enough. It should be 2 years or forever, And the Browns are doing Browns things, $250 million guaranteed for a predator. Idiot. And you're never going to win a Super Bowl with Deshaun and the Browns. So I don't know why they got so excited. So math. Oh, they got Corral is in right now. Nice. I'm watching Corral. 20 touchdowns, 5 picks in college in his last season. And obviously, if Sam or Baker, one of them is out sooner than later, and eventually Corral will get a shot. But for a while, they got to figure out, who's going to be the best out of these 3. And it's obviously going to be Baker, then Sam. Sam is out eventually. But if you don't want to keep Baker around, you can dump both of them, have Corral, and then get a new guy. You know what I mean? But none of those 3 are really good enough to really be like a big factor long term. Baker and Sam are short term, answers. They drafted Corral as insurance policy just in case they lose those other 2 that you have him. But he's not good enough to lead them to the playoffs either. Baker gives them the best chance, but we'll have to wait and see. So. Yeah. I mean, he had a lot of the groping stuff, and they swept it under the rug. And then he rode the motorcycle and then got in the accident. And, Ben was not the smartest, porn stuff. I mean, like I said, people like porn. People, there's all kinds of things that are out there that are kind of taboo. But when you're an athlete, you don't want to get noticed for, fucking weird shit like that. You want to make sure you keep that under wraps,
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I'm a realistic fan. So for me being a Buck fan since 95, I think it's possible the Saints could win the division. No other Buck fan is going to say that on planet Earth, right? But I'm real. I'm not fake. I'm genuine. I'm not biased. I understand the league as a whole. I'm a fan of all 32 teams, and I treat every team, even the Browns, as like if it was my team. I really do the research and the film study. But I think for the Buccaneers, you lost 3 starters to the line. Jensen with the injury, Kappa. We lost one to the Bengals, one to retirement, and obviously Jensen at center. No Ndamukong Suh, no JPP. We still going to have Brady. Got Russell Gage in there. Evans, Godwin. We still got Tristan Wirfs. We still got Antoine, Winfield Jr., Devin White, Levante David. We're going to be good, but I think realistically, low end, 10 wins, 10-7. High, 13-4. What it will be, probably 11 or 12, 11-6 or 12-5. That would be my prediction. So, and the Saints, I think on the low end, if injuries creep up and stuff, I think on the low end for the Saints, 8 or 9 wins, kind of like last year if injuries, get to them or Jameis, right? Normal, like kind of low level, 10 wins, 10-7, but their peak for the Saints could be 13 wins. I think that they're right there with the Bucks where you could end up getting something like that. So Rams 1, Bucks 2, Saints, Packers, Eagles all tied for 3rd place. Saints, Packers, Eagles all can win 10 to 13 games. But are they going to be closer to 13 or closer to 10? And then the Niners and the Cardinals should be good, around 10 wins. And then the sleeper team is the Vikings. And that could be anywhere from 9 wins to 13. You just don't really know if they're going to overachieve this year or if it's going to be next year. But I would be watching for the Vikings. They could make the playoffs this year. And it is possible the Vikings could beat the Packers for the North. I know it sounds crazy, but when you got Kevin O'Connell there, he led the OC drive, and he was the OC for the Rams. If he can make Cooper Kupp, the best wide receiver in the league, what do you think he's going to do for Justin Jefferson? So it's all about Cousins, Jefferson, Cook, Thielen. It's about the offensive line and the defense. That's really what's going to be critical for Minnesota from going into an 8 or 9 win team to a team that wins 10 to 13 wins, which they could do within the first 3 years. And I think the Vikings are coming. They are my sleeper team in the NFL this year. Yes. And I'm doing this. I might be able to do the Broncos game and Cowboys possibly, or the Chargers and the Rams, or the Mariners or Dodgers at 4. So do you work today, Nate, or are you off? I'll see what I can do with the games and whatnot, but yeah, well, of course they got the hype. And even if they lose Tim Patrick, Russell Wilson gets so disrespected, and I won't, I'm not going to put up with that slander. You know what I mean? Like, I've watched Russ at NC State. I've watched Russ at Wisconsin. I've watched Russ in Seattle, and I know what he's going to bring there. He has already changed the culture. And out of all my predictions, I told you I was going to get a Julio ball. I got it. I told you I was going to get an Aaron Judge ball. I got it. I told you the Warriors were going to beat the Celtics in 6. They did. I told you that before the playoffs started, Curry was going to get MVP. I told you that the Avalanche were going to beat the Lightning in 6. They did. The number one prediction that I have moving forward, it will happen. If I say it, it will happen. The sports gods listen. Number one, out of all the predictions in football, Russell Wilson will win a Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos, okay, before his run is up in Denver, before he retires. There's a chance for him to go to 2, win 1, lose 1, just like he did in Seattle. Best case scenario, they go to 3 and he wins 2, loses 1, or they go to 3, he wins 1 and loses 2. But I think 1-1 is more realistic because there is so much depth with Kansas City and all these other teams that, I mean, you got the Bills, Josh Allen, they're going to be there. They're going to probably go to a Super Bowl with Josh Allen. I would just say at least minimum 1 time, but as many as 3 or 4 times. The Bills are that team. You know what I mean? They got depth everywhere. They just need to get better running back play. Okay. But will they win it? They went to 4 Super Bowls in a row in the 90s and won 0. with Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, Cornelius Bennett, you know what I mean? Bruce Smith, Don Beebe. Do I need to keep going? Marv Levy? No, I don't. Everything is up here. Steel trap. All right. But Bills, Chiefs, they'll be back. Chargers are on the up and up. Bengals, Raiders, Colts, you know, maybe the Dolphins. Like, there's so much competition. Like, you can tell, like, the Bengals, the Bills, they're going to be good for a long time. Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders, they're going to be good. That's 6 teams, 7 teams right there. You're not going to have one team just dominate. And then you have free agency, people leaving, people coming, people going. So, but I guarantee Russ will win a Super Bowl in Denver before his career is up. 100%. 100%. Okay? It's going to happen. He's that good. He's going to change the franchise. He makes everyone around him better, and he's a fucking competitor. He might be the corniest quarterback. Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride. Right? But I don't care. You know, you can be corny and be Mr. Unlimited. I love Russ. I've always loved Russ, and I always will. And honestly, when it comes to the playoffs, you know what I mean? If he's healthy, you can count on him to bring his A game, just like Mahomes. You know, it's like he might be even more reliable in certain circumstances than Mahomes and Rodgers. You know, we know Mahomes is going to win another one, I feel, before his career is up. But if Tyreek stayed and they had the triple threat, maybe they win 3 Super Bowls together, maybe 4. But Tyreek's no longer there. So now they just need to focus on winning one more and go from there. But I know, you know, certain players, you know, you need other guys to step up. But you guys will see. This might end up being a year where the Broncos and Russ, they may win the division. They may get second place or third place. But within the first 3 years of Russ being here, they're going to win the division. Within the first 3 years, they may get a wild card. Within the first 3 years, they'll make an AFC championship game, more than likely against the Bills. Within the first 3 years, you're going to go to a Super Bowl with Russ. And within the first year, this year, could be the year that they overachieve, surprise everybody, and get to the AFC championship game against the Bills, and they might even be able to beat them. The Broncos could make the Super Bowl year 1, because when you end up having a guy like Nathaniel Hackett, I'm telling you, from one Nate the Great to another, it's not a coincidence. You know, the 2 guys that are going to have the biggest impacts on their teams, okay, is going to be 2 great coaches that are going to be able to show what they got from being OCs to being able to be a head coach. And it's Nathaniel Hackett and Kevin O'Connell. And that's why I like the Broncos and the Vikings so much this year. Okay? Because you got to think, Russell Wilson has never in his career had an offensive mind. This guy got Aaron Rodgers back-to-back MVPs. They can say it was doing the mind-altering drugs or him dating a witch or all that, or, you know, with all Shailene Woodley and all that bullshit. You know, Aaron is talented, all right? But play calling is a big part of it too, okay? So when he was at NC State, defensive coach, okay? When he was at Wisconsin, defensive coach. When he was on Seattle, Pete Carroll is a defensive coach. This is the first time in his career that he's got an offensive-minded coach. You honestly think that Russ is not going to cook? You're fucking crazy. He's going to have one of his best years ever this year. So, you know, that's my obligation to educate people that are Russ haters or they're haters of the Broncos. Well, you can hate all you want, but I watch every team with no bias. I have no agenda. I'm just going to call it how I see it. And the Broncos are going to be nice for many years to come. John Elway, Peyton Manning, Russell Wilson. You know, he's going to get another ring for Denver, you know, very, very soon. And it could be as early as this year. And like I said, the Bills and Broncos, if it's them in the AFC championship game, 90% are going to go for the Bills because it's Josh Allen, the Bills, the Bills, the Bills. I get it. But if there's any team that can knock the Bills off, Broncos have a good shot. Chargers, Chiefs, you know what I mean? Bengals, you know, you just have to have the squad. So that's my opinion. You know, not everyone's going to agree with me, but a lot of my predictions come true. I mean, just check the notes, you know, check the receipts, you know, go back in my streams. So you'll see it. I mean, no one predicts better than me on NFL Network, on podcasts, on Twitch. I have more predictions that come true on this channel than anybody on YouTube. Just check the receipts. How the hell was I able to predict Warriors and Celtics when I watched zero NBA? And I predicted what game? That's creepy. I don't watch any hockey. I was able to predict Avalanche and Tampa Bay, Avalanche in 6. Zero hockey all year. How was I able to do that? You know, am I an alien? Am I a time traveler? You know, over and over and over again. So people want to fight with me and argue with me, or you can listen to me, make some bets, win some money, and then you can kick your boy down some. Okay? ESP, baby. Some people have it, some people don't. 16-14 Bears. Oh, almost a sack lunch. I appreciate you, Nate the Great. Yeah, but it's really going to be about this right here. And like I said, I follow teams so closely, so I know coaching is everything. O-line, D-line, defense, coaching. That's what wins in the AFC, NFC championship game and the Super Bowl. It's not quarterback, not running back. It's not wide receiver, and it's not tight end. It's not. It's those four things. And that's why I'm able to get what I haven't got a Super Bowl winner wrong in 21 years. Okay. You know, not many people can say that. You have to know football, the ins and the outs. And that's facts. Everyone thinks, oh, you have to have this quarterback. And you have to have a quarterback that obviously can't be crap. You know what I mean? And it's not the same era where Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer, go from the Buccaneers to the Ravens and have one of the best defenses of all time. I mean, you're not going to win a Super Bowl nowadays with a Trent Dilfer or a Brad Johnson. The league has changed. But you're not going to also have defenses that good either. You know what I mean? Let's think about that for a second. 85 Bears, 2,000 Ravens, 2,002 Bucks. You really think you're going to have a defense that good now? I mean, Aaron Donald, that Rams defense is pretty close, but they're not as good as those three. Those three were averaging, like 13 points per game or less. I mean, imagine only giving up 10 points a game, like the Ravens or Bears from 85 or the Bucks. Like you're only giving up like 2 field goals and a touchdown every game, and that's it. Unbelievable. But that's what it was. But these are my 2 favorite coaches and organizations that are going into new places. And sometimes when you go to a new place for the very first time, right, you have a new face coming in and you win immediately. Did anyone really think Brady was going to come to Tampa and you win in year 1? No. Even me. I was like, no way. I thought we would be competitive, but I didn't, but that's the magic of joining a new squad and feeling that energy. And that's what you're going to get with this, the new energy and the new swag. But obviously offensive line and defense, D-line, Bradley Chubb, and, making sure that guys stay healthy. But one thing that I know they have that's special is this, and obviously this for the Vikings. I'm really excited to see what the Vikings and what the Broncos do. I'm a big coaching guy. I appreciate coaching more than anybody on YouTube, period. O-line, appreciate it more than anyone. I appreciate special teams like Holly, and it's defense. I'm a defensive guy. I'm an O-line guy. I'm a coaching guy. Everyone else on YouTube is quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. I see the game differently. And maybe that's why I'm able to come up with predictions better than everyone else, because I see the game differently. So, but we'll see where it goes. Aaron Rodgers. What up, bro? Oh, I bet she did. Oh, yeah, a lot of people are not giving him hype. They're talking shit about him, but that's fine. I'll make sure that I let people know. And I've been saying it. Like I said, the Broncos are my second favorite team in the AFC this year. The Bengals obviously got there and overachieved. The 3 teams that I really like, Bills, all right, Broncos, right, and the Chargers. Those are the ones. I think the Chiefs have a lot to prove, like the Packers, losing Devontae and Tyreek. So it might be, instead of winning 13 games, maybe you win 10 or 11 or 12. Maybe it's a slight drop-off, but we'll see. So he said he lost all his throwing strength after he quit watching adult films. We're talking about Big Ben. Coincidence? I think not. Hey, forearms. They got to be able to be kept strong. That's a good prediction. Wouldn't it be crazy if the Packers go 12-5 and then the Vikings go 13-4? No one would think that would happen. That's like dream scenario. And I don't even see that happening, but I could see the Vikings winning 10, 11, 12. I could, but 13, you would think 13 wins for the Packers would be more realistic than the Vikings because they just haven't been good. But I'm telling you, sometimes when you get a brand new coach, it changes the culture. Niners are going to the playoffs. I think that they're going to be better than the Cardinals. Cardinals, Kyler plays good in the first 2 months and then shits the bed. So the Niners, Trey doesn't have to be great like Jimmy. You have Kyle Shanahan. You have O-line, running game, defense. You know what I mean? You got Fred Warner. You know, you got Nick Bosa, Debo, make him puke Ayuk, Kittle. You don't have to have an elite quarterback. Now, if Tom Brady, if he wins the Super Bowl or doesn't, and he goes to the Niners, that's an awesome scenario, right? But they don't need an amazing quarterback. They just need to learn how to score points in the fourth quarter. Kyle Shanahan will win a Super Bowl before his career is up, either in San Francisco or on another team. Before he's done coaching, Kyle Shanahan is one of the best minds in football. One-on-ones, be able to exploit your weaknesses, his memory, and being able to do play calling. Him and Sean McVay are the best in the league at that. Memory and being able to find weaknesses in your team and being able to exploit them. There's nobody smarter to me than Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay. You got guys like Belichick, you know, and Andy Reid, you know, the OGs, they're great. Sean Payton as well, even though he's not coaching right now. You know what I'm saying? But for the younger guys, there's nobody better than Shanahan and Sean McVay, in my opinion. And I've been saying that for years. I told you guys that McVay was going to win. I told you guys that, you know, Kyle Shanahan was going to have opportunities. He already went to 2 Super Bowls, one with Matt Ryan and one with Jimmy G. But, you know, you have to make sure that you finish the job. Fourth quarter is the only problem. So, yes, I think so too. Well, I already told you about the prediction about Odell. I told you Odell's going to be on the Rams or the Bills. And I've said this. I thought the only 3 places Odell could go to are the Rams to come back, the Bills, follow Vaughn, then try to go with Josh Allen and win another Super Bowl, or the Saints. But the Saints have too much depth right now. So he could go there with Jarvis, but you'd be too far on the depth chart. But the Bills and the Rams could use you. So that's where I see Odell going. And I said that months ago. Go, go, go. Pizzle, bang, bang. Yeah, we'll see about Georgia. They lost like 20 guys in the NFL. You know what I mean? They play Oregon week 1, and we might lose, but we'll see. Dan Lanning will try to beat them for sure. You know, trying to get Oregon off to a good foot and a good note. So imagine the Packers or Niners winning Super Bowl. Yeah, it's happened before. I love those moments when you get a team that's 10-7 and no one, you know, thinks that they can do anything, but they went 4-0 in December and they're hot and they go on the road like the Ravens. And then you just, like, Joe Flacco, like, doesn't throw a pick. And then you just ride this Uncle momentum. Defense plays well. You got to have a Ray Lewis though on the other side. But sometimes that shit happens where you can be a wild card team and overachieve and win it all. I love it. You know? Bro, if Oregon wins the Natty, I will cry huge tears, dude. Like, I want to see the Blazers win in my lifetime. Never going to happen. The Ducks do have a shot, I think, to win, you know, Rose Bowls. We've already done it before. But we get to Natties and we lose because we go against Ohio State or a big team like Auburn with, you know, Cam at the time. Or we're going to have to go against like a Alabama type of team. And normally if you go against a team that's got 20 to 30 NFL players and you got 5, unless those 5 are really good, you don't stand a chance. You almost need like 11 to 15 NFL players or someone like Georgia that's got like 20 to 25, and then you only win by a little against Bama and the Natty. And it took you 25 like legitimate NFL players to beat Alabama. So, you know, a lot of teams can try, but even Ohio State can't beat them. And it's like the only way you're beating Bama is if you're an SEC team, you know, or if Bama has a down year, and LSU, like when they had Burrow and Jefferson and Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Jamar Chase, like something really special. 2 of the best wide receivers in the league, one of the best top 4 quarterback, or let's say top 6 quarterback in Burrow, top 5 wide receiver, and then another top 5 wide receiver, and maybe a top 30 running back in Clyde Edwards-Helaire if he stays healthy. You know, they had a lot of talent. It was arguably the best college football team of all time. But yeah, I definitely would like to see the Oregon Ducks win a Natty once before my lifetime. I mean, I got 2 Super Bowls with the Bucks. I got a couple Rose Bowls. You know, obviously with the Ducks as well. Beating Russell Wilson was big with Chip Kelly and Herbert recently. Wisconsin both times. I would want to see the Blazers win, but I don't see that happening with Dame unless Giannis comes to the Blazers. That's not happening, right? And the Mariners, I would love to see that. Dodgers again for my dad, but you know, you can't have every team a winner unless you're a bandwagon fan. So that's what makes it exciting, you know, for like the Mariners being so shitty and now they're decent. So 16-14. Shout out to Nate the Great. 9:30 left, 16-14, shotgun set. Bears, handoff. (2013) Panthers are up. It's hot in here. Need to go get beer at some point for the next stream before I start again. Second down and 4, play action fake. Nice pass. First down, Bears. Move the chains. Yeah, the player I think I'm looking forward to watching the most this year is Hunter Renfrow and Jordan Davis. I think, Hunter Renfrow is a slot king. I mean, you got Devontae Adams and you got Darren Waller. You got Josh Jacobs, who might not be there next year. But Hunter Renfrow, for being a Caucasian white receiver like Cooper Kupp, it's just cool to be able to see white guys play a position that's dominated by the black guys and the brothers and hanging and actually breaking records and doing big things. Being better than an Edelman or a Wes Welker. That's saying something. Cooper Kupp's the man. Hunter Renfrow's the man. 16-14. Bears beating the Chiefs. 2013 Panthers beating the Commanders. Stupid name. Yeah, like I said, you got obviously certain teams in the division. Bengals should be able to repeat and win the division, but not get to the Super Bowl this time around. Steelers and Ravens, we'll see what happens there with everyone in the competition. And Browns are going to be ass, because they're not going to have Deshaun and they don't deserve to win anything. But between the Ravens and Steelers, we'll have to see. No Big Ben and Trubisky and Peckett. That's going to be a work in progress. They're still going to get a lot of sack lunches. But the problem with the Ravens, you don't got any wide receivers. Can your running back stay healthy? The O-line stinks. You need better. Where are the replacements, for the guys that used to be there, like Marshall Yanda? They haven't been the same since he was there. That was when Lamar had his MVP year. If you don't have good O-line, Lamar's just going to run around and get hurt eventually. And you just can't look at Mark Andrews and be like, oh, Andrews is double covered, I'm running. Like, where's the second and third progression? And Hollywood Brown's not even there anymore. He's on the Cardinals. So I don't know. I don't think the Ravens are going to be that great. I mean, they could overachieve and win 10 games because they have Lamar, but they are going to get bumped in the first round if they make it. It could be, the Bills, Bengals, Colts, and all 4 teams in the AFC West. Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. That we might see that this year. So I don't know about the Ravens, though. A lot of question marks. I think he's going to do great. I think you guys are going to do great. I think you guys are going to win 10 to 13 games. There's a chance for you guys to beat us in the division, and I don't care. You guys win 13, we'll win 11. Whatever, as long as we both get in the dance. And we have a chance for the Saints and the Bucks to be 2 of the top 3 teams in the NFL this year. Rams, Bucks, Saints, or Rams, Bucks, Saints, Eagles, Packers. Those are going to be the teams, but also Niners, Cardinals, and the Vikings are going to be good. 19-14, Bears. Nice field goal there. Okay, we don't got nothing in the cash app there. But it's okay. I just got to keep grinding. Keep grinding. And like I said, I'll be doing more streams. So like I said, just the goal is just to try to pay bills. When this is your full-time job, you just look for cash app opportunities to buy groceries and, have food and, just to be able to take care of Paisley. And then obviously when you get the super chat, I have to wait a month for that. So it's like super chat stuff is really, I really appreciate it. But you just have to wait a month and then they take their 35% cut, which kind of blows. But it is what it is. You're using their platform. So maybe hopefully we can get at least $10 more before the stream ends, but hopefully we can get to that $100 mark if possible. So, and I'll be back later today and I'll be streaming again for another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. So I'm going to keep it moving, but thank God for Nate the Great for coming in with a big $500. That was amazing, and he's done it twice. This is his third time donating $500 in a single donation. So it means a lot, man. I've been working really hard. And like I said, I usually don't miss days, and I don't like to miss days. You don't want to be addicted to alcohol or drugs. And I've made a lot of changes in my life. Depression and anxiety have been tough. But, since my partner quit and I got Paisley and I've gone through anxiety and depression, and, we started full time, and I've been streaming full time since January. It took me 10 years to get to this point. I'm doing 5-hour streams or more every day. It feels good to put in the hard work, and it feels good to get rewarded and to be able to hang out with goats. It's fun. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already going to be watching the games anyways. I might as well put in that hard work and that energy and that effort. All right, let's take a peek and a little listen to the Commandos versus the Panthers while we're on a commercial break from this other game here. But I appreciate you guys very, very much for all your effort. But I am looking forward. And obviously, if AK-41 isn't suspended for the first 6 games, that's going to definitely help their record out. But I'm very, very excited to see what the Saints are going to do. And guess what? No other Buck fan will fucking say anything kind about the Saints, the Panthers, or the Falcons besides myself. I just appreciate the league. Just because you're my rival doesn't mean I have to just shit on you 24/7. And that's what it's like on the internet. It's lame. All these people screaming at each other, yelling at each other. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Matty Ice is going to get them to the playoffs. They will be the number 1 team, but Titans will be right there with them once Malik era starts. But the Colts should be able to get to 10 or 11 wins. But I think that they'll probably get bumped in the wild card round because there's so much competition. They'll be one of the weaker teams in the AFC, but they could, as far as the playoff teams that get there, but they could overachieve. Also, I worry about Darius Leonard, Shaq Leonard, and his health, and that might hold him back a little bit too, because it's all about O-line, D-line, defense, and coaching. But and I also worry about the wide receivers and the tight ends. I know you got new people in there like Alec, and you got Jelani Woods, but be realistic. It's not Reggie Wayne. It's not Marvin Harrison. You need more. You don't have Adrian James out there. You know what I mean? Like, you need those guys. And once you have those guys, then the Colts can overachieve and get to the AFC championship game. But they're not going to get there this year, I don't think so. But I'm really excited to watch Colt football this year. I'll tell you that. I know Sarah is too. But I just have to keep it real, based off evaluating talent and not being biased. Because that's the hardest thing to do in sports, is not be biased and have an agenda. That's why so many channels fail, because everyone is such a fucking hater. Like, they just love their team and their players, and they're like, fuck everybody else. That's not good. And I know some people do that where they only follow their team. I don't know how you do that. It's like, I'm following all 32 teams, college football, NBA, college hoops, baseball, MLB, NASCAR, NHL, soccer. I mean, mental health. I mean, pop culture, movies, Stranger Things. There's not a lot of people that are going to put in the grind like your boy. NWSF for life, brother. All right, 19-14, Bears. Nice little throw right there. Now we got the Commandos. Touchdown, Commandos. Or is he just short? Ooh, just short. Looks like the Commandos are about to tie the game. It's 20-13, and they're on the 1-yard line. 19-14 Bears, 3rd down and 11. My Bronco buddy. Rain Man guy talking Blazers at Freddy's. Touchdown, Commandos. And obviously, when it's the regular season, I'm not going to be able to put pictures up as soon as a donation comes up, because I'm going to be calling the game. But I'll try to do that, throughout the breaks and whatnot. And then, like I said, when it's preseason, it's a little lax. If I call the game, I call the game. If I'm watching multiple games, we're hanging out. You know what I mean? It's like, if it's the first, quarter and the starters are in there, then I'm going to be on it. But then after that, it's a little lax. You want to make sure you're just hanging out. All right, 20-19. These Commanders announcers are just way overreacting, thinking they're about to win the Super Bowl here. 20-19. They're going for 2, and they get it. 21-20. Commanders. What a stupid name. Yeah, Lamar isn't going to be able to, though. He's never going to be MVP again because he doesn't have Marshall Yanda and a good old line. Running backs get hurt every year. You only have Mark Andrews. Like, what makes you think that they're going to, he's going to be the same kind of guy? Honestly, to me, I think Lamar and Kyler are the 2 most overrated, top 12 quarterbacks in the league. They have a long ways to go. Based off popularity, they're great. Lamar is fashion icon. He's very likable, but it's all about production on the field. Give me Dak over Kyler and Lamar based off production, not just because he's on the Cowboys and you want to hate on him. Because I'll tell you what, if Dak was on the Ravens or if Dak was on the Cardinals, you're getting more wins. That's facts. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I try to root for Lamar and Kyler, but it's frustrating for guys that used to be top 10 quarterbacks. But when you got guys like Stafford and Brady still in the league, guys that are getting better like Herbert, Burrow, Josh Allen, and you already got guys like Russ, Mahomes, and Wilson, and then you got guys like Carr that are stepping up. Stafford's there. There's not a lot of room for you anymore, Kyler and Lamar, So we'll see how it happens and how it goes. But I think Kyler and Lamar personally have a lot to, will they eventually be top 10 quarterbacks after some of the older guys retire? Yeah, but I need to see the improvement, and I haven't seen it. Lamar's not that good. Look at his stat line from last year.
We need to stop this. Let's just sit. You got to be good. Spit down across the 30. Again, it's young, and I know Coach Jackson. I know what he's looking for. We keep you inside the 20. That's something we got to get better at. Everything matters. If you want to be a champion, everything matters. One good play.
All right, Lamar Jackson last year, for all those people that think that he's like a top 10 quarterback and he's like such a good player, 2,882 yards, 25th. Is that good? Tell me if that's good. It's not about popularity. It's results, okay? That's not good. 16 TDs, tied for 23rd. Not good. Interceptions, 13, tied for 19th. Not good. QBR, 50.7, 17th. Not good. Stop it. For all these people that think Lamar is a good quarterback, he's not. He's not. He hasn't been the same. When, Mark Ingram and Marshall Yanda, when you have certain players, that are there, they make a difference. But that's not good. 25th in the league in passing, and you're trying to tell me that Lamar Jackson is top 10 quarterback? Get the fuck out of here. Wake up. Wake up. You know what I mean? It's not about popularity and being on Twitter and Instagram or Kyler Murray, I can be on FaZe Clan and play Call of Duty. Oh, I can be an Oakland A's player. I get it, but you're not producing like you should. That's my problem. I don't look at the bullshit, so. Yeah? You know what? You fucking sound stupid and you don't know shit. I just did the stats. Good, because I don't want you here anyways. Hey, dumb can't, once you're dumb, you can't get smart, dude. See you later, bud. I love it. I love it when people are idiots. Yeah. You come in here, you better know what you're talking about. I love it. I love it. I love biased people. I can crush biased people easily. Yeah. He's got athletic ability and he's the best runner. You know what I mean? But that's not going to win you a Super Bowl. They didn't even want to pay him because they don't know if they want to pay the name rather than actually the results that you're going to get. I love it, man. Everyone thinks because of name recognition, someone's good. You know what I mean? But there you go. See that? That's what happens when you fucking get someone that's an idiot calling me stupid. And I just read off the stat line. Oh, Lamar's good. Lamar's good. I'm a Raven fan. Yeah, 25th in passing. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? 16 touchdowns, 13 picks. That's nowhere near being a top 10 quarterback. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I want him to get better, and I want Kyler to be better, but I'm not going to feed into the media and all these idiots that want to tell me that they know football. Fucking some people are goddamn stupid. You know, you can tell the people that have no knowledge of football. That's facts. Yes. I saw that. What's up, James? How are you doing? Big Chief fan in the building. And that's one thing, when you're biased, it shows. And, you're making everyone dumber in the room. And I wouldn't want someone to sub to me that was like that anyways. I don't even need you in the room because all you're going to do is try to make people in the room dumber. If you get someone in the room that isn't really familiar with all the teams and they start listening to someone like that in this room, this is Northwest Sports Fanatics. We're not average here. We're not Northwest bandwagon, Northwest dumbasses, Northwest, I don't know football. Okay. We're fanatics here. Fucking idiot. You can't fix stupid, dude. And like I said, the Ravens, with Harbaugh, they have pieces that I like. You know what I mean? But anyone that doesn't know football, it's like when people play fantasy football and they do it based off name recognition. You know what I mean? That's not going to help you win. You can't fix stupid. I love it. I love it when little kids come in here, or you get guys that are older that every dude thinks they're a football expert. Every dude, even if it's a guy that's a bandwagon or a guy that watches one game a year, when he's with his buddies, he tries to flex like, I know everything. Fuck out of here, dude. Yeah, Len Dawson. I saw that on Holly Hundo's. I saw that on there. And the thing is, it's not like I'm a Steeler, fan and I'm a hater towards the Ravens, or I'm a Bengal fan and I'm a Ravens hater, or I'm a Browns fan. It's just simple facts. I love the league as a whole, but just because you're popular, popularity doesn't win you rings or playoff games. And there's a reason why that if they pay Lamar, 40, 50 million a year and he's the guy, right? And he's going to get you 10 wins, or Kyler gives you a good chance at 10 wins, or Lamar gets you close to 10 wins. I mean, Huntley wasn't too bad for him, obviously, when he was there, but you're going to pay someone 40 to 50 million a year, 250 million, fully guaranteed or not, and they never win a playoff game for you. Do you really want that? You know what I mean? So that's your call, if you're the Cardinals or you're Baltimore. And if you let them go, you're probably going to get somebody worse until you can make the right decision. But you have to be able to look past, the popularity side, and you got to look at progression. And obviously some guys need help to get better and need coaching. And just because you're a personality and you're likable doesn't mean you're winning games. Give me Dak Prescott over Kyler and Lamar, which most people would be like, Kyler and Lamar, no way, way better, until you actually start looking at the stats and the film, which I do. And that guy that was in the room earlier, the truth is light, idiot. All right. Obviously that guy doesn't watch film and doesn't read. He's just a fucking homer. So that's facts. Yeah. Better bring your A game. Exactly. You're going to get fucking roasted. I'm not going to subscribe to your channel. Well, guess what? I don't want you to bring your bullshit in here because you're going to make everyone fucking brain dead with no knowledge of football. Idiot. Stupid. Like, you can go do that on another sports channel, but if you're, you come here, you better come correct and know what the fuck you're talking about. We're talking about Fanatics, Northwest Sports Fanatics, the most fanatical fans on planet Earth, not average. Dumbass. How are you, James? About to get to work. Just want to stop by. Good return by Pacheco. I saw it. What a steal. Yeah, and I'm looking for Carl Laftis, Sky Moore. I've been following I'm always going to follow the Chiefs, Chargers with Herbert, and the Eagles and the Niners on top of the Saints for people that support me. So, yeah, I know, huh? Hi. It's okay. I messaged you and I thought you were busy, and I decided to do this game like 15 minutes before it started. I took an hour walk with Paisley. The girlfriend went back to sleep. So I said, you know what? I want to see the Chiefs. I was excited, but I didn't get a chance to message or put all my stuff. I did an alert and messages, but I know some people were busy watching the game or at friend's house, the bar. But I said, I might as well hop in and do it, while I can, to see what the first string looked like. 1914 Bears, but obviously the Bears win. It doesn't mean anything for the regular season. Yeah. I already know, like I said, when you get these people that don't know this channel and they just find it and come in here and start spitting out garbage, let alone if you're going to, take it as an insult just because you don't know football and stats and film. And they go, oh, I'm not going to subscribe to you. Well, guess what? I wouldn't even want you in the room anyways. And probably it would have came down to timeout, 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 and then you get the boot forever. So silly children. 1914 Bears. I'll be back later today. I'm grinding today. I want to spend some time with the girlfriend and watch Lock and Key. If you guys are looking for something to watch, obviously it's a good show. Lock and Key is kind of like Stranger Things. There's 3 seasons. The new season, season 3, just started. But if you're looking for something like Stranger Things, Lock and Key is it. I'm telling you, it's kind of fantasy type of story, but it's fucking really cool. And I think you guys would enjoy it if you like Stranger Things. So not as good as Stranger Things, but it'll hold you over. Obviously we got to wait 2 years now. But anyone that's watched Lock and Key will know. There's a few of y'all that have watched it, and it's amazing. And it's like this concept of fantasy where they go to this house that has magical properties with these keys, and you can stick them like in the back of your neck. And then you can go in the people's heads and like the different worlds. You can stick the key in a door and it's like a time portal. And there's all these keys that do all these amazing things with like mind control or being able to go in someone else's head and see how they think. It's a cool concept and it's not corny at all. Like you actually have to watch the actors and how they do it. It's a really cool show. And the season 3 just started. So I'll try to do that. And then I'll be back later too. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. It's good to have you back 2 days in a row. You were good watching the friend. Yeah. Well, obviously the only thing that you have to take away from the game was the first quarter to see what like Mahomes looked like. And then obviously Blake Bell, just going over to see Chris Jones with the sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. So we got to see that. Right. And then obviously I was doing a little bit of this. I have this on the computer as well. So final score, Bears 19, Chiefs 14. Nothing to take away from that. Besides like, you saw what you got to see. All right, let's go to the Commanders. Looks like the Commanders this one over. Bears 19 unanswered. Like they actually did something. Get out of here. This game is almost over here too. And then, like I said, I will hop offline here in a little bit. But unfortunately, I know you just came in, but I mean, I want to be able to spend some time with Paisley and the girlfriend, and I'm going to be back in a couple hours. She's going to go to a party, and I'll have Paisley, and Dodgers are going to be on. Mariners are going to be on at 4, and then we got Broncos and Cowboys later, as well as the Chargers and the Rams. So I will be grinding it out, but I'll be back. And then obviously Sarah's game is coming on here pretty soon as well. But I want to make sure that I get a little bit of time with Paisley and that as well. 21-20, Commanders are up by 1, second down and 8, and there's 37 seconds left. So we'll watch this for a sec, and then after this is over, I know I saw, yeah, I saw. Okay. Yeah, you can't really get too. I mean, the first quarter, I get hyped about the first quarter because you want to see your best players produce. So Trayvon Walker, sack lunch. Aiden Hutchinson, sack lunch. And then we got to see the best player on the defense. Chris Jones, who? Chris Jones, who? Chris Jones, who? Chris Jones with the sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. And so you get to see that. And then we got to see a little bit, of Mahomes. And then instead of going to Kelsey, it was Blake Bell. But it's just nice, to be able to get a little bit of what it's going to feel like when they're out there. But hopefully I'll give you a little bit of Tommy love. Hope that you're having a good day.
And are they regular season ready by game 3? Kenny, back to you. All right, thanks, Logan. Yeah, good point. You got to play smart. 2 first half miscues. If the Panthers do not get another yard, this would be a 47-yard Field goal attempt. Now, nothing. A little shorter. Nothing. 24.
All right, 21-20 Commanders. 28 seconds left.
He gets money's worth. And what do you expect? Come out, see ball game, it's competitive. I mean, started out with garbage from our end, but they recovered.
It's still preseason, though. First quarters are always fun. Because, I mean, honestly, because there's less preseason games. So normally when they would do 4 or 5, you don't see anybody, like, you know, as the starters until like that last game for the first half. Now there's less games. Like there's only a couple. So you're going to want to get some starter reps in there, at least for a drive or two. So that's what makes preseason a little bit better than in the past. The Panthers are going for the win, 45-yard attempt with 28 seconds left. Yeah, bummer. Oh, no. Are they? We still love them no matter what. The kick is good. Yes. Maybe the Commandos will lose. Let's go, Panthers. Let's go, Panthers. All right, now we just got to hold them to not get a field goal, and we'll see if they can hold on to the win. There's only a couple organizations that I really despise, the Browns and Washington. Those, I mean, the way that Daniel Snyder treats employees, male, female, black, white, Mexican, Asian, and a lot of the bullshit that they've done, like with the cheerleaders doing the calendar, and you had investors like looking at them topless as they're changing. Who does that? I can't respect an organization that allows that type of behavior. And obviously with the Texans, they were kind of in the shitstorm, but Deshaun's not there anymore. So I hope the Texans get better, the Jets, you know, the Jags, but I really am rooting for the Lions. As far as the bottom feeders, they're my favorite. I hope that they can get third place sooner than later. All right, now we got Colts and Buffalo. All right, here we go. Colts and Buffalo. I'll watch for a little bit once this Commando game ends up being over. And then at that point, I'm going to hop off and then spend time watching some shows and spending time with Paisley. And then I'll probably be back in like 3 hours and then grind for maybe another like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours after that. So that's what your boy does. Maybe it'll be a 10-hour day today for me. We'll see. So thank you so much, Holly. I know things are tough. And like I said, I appreciate anything that you can do for me. Thank you so much. And I don't care what the haters say. Tommy. I still love them. Hey, sometimes you struggle. I don't care. All right, we still love them, and we're going to support them because that's what you do. Tommy. It's preseason, okay? Chiefs. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. I got Sam Howell. All right, so I'm just watching here. I got the Colts and Buffalo. So let's turn this up real quick. No Josh Allen. Floater. Wide open. First down. Bills. This is on NFL Network. So if you guys are looking to watch the next series of games, this is the next one. Is it crazy that I want to do football all day? Like, I love football so much, I would just sit in this chair for like 15 hours straight. You know what I mean? But I got Mariners and Dodgers on at 4. And then there's Cowboys, Broncos, and Chargers, obviously, and the Rams. So, you know, maybe we'll do, I don't know. I'll have to decide on what I end up doing. You know, if I do the football game and I'm still covering the baseball, we'll see. But I'll be back, obviously, around 4 or 5 o'clock in like probably 3 to 4 hours. And then we'll grind it from that point, and I'll be watching like, 3 or 4 games at once. So I just have to decide if I want to do the Mariner game or if I want to do the Dodger game, or I'll just have that in the background, and I'll end up doing the football game. Probably do the Cowboys and the Broncos. I probably will do that one. And then follow the Rams and the Chargers for Herbert, and then do the Dodgers, and that'll still be on also. Dodgers and Royals and Mariners and Rangers. Shotgun set. Nice little dump down. 7 seconds left for the Commandos. Throw it, Sam. All right, it's caught. And the game is over. And Washington loses. Good. 23-21 Panthers. I appreciate you guys. I was going to say, let's check Cash App and stuff, but I doubt there's anything in there. I mean, I didn't really expect to hop on this early or whatever. But I think I'll be doing the Bronco game, the Bronco and Cowboys. Those teams are intriguing to me. Obviously, Broncos more than Cowboys, but let's go in here and update this ticker and everything in here. And I'll be watching a little bit of this, but I'm going to try to spend some time. Let me see here. One sec.
He's going to have to get used to this. Certainly, it's not that difficult. But one of the things quarterbacks will tell you when they're in shotgun, they have to take their eyes off the defense to watch the snap come back to them.
But I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I'll stay on here for a couple more minutes, just update this ticker here real quick, even though I don't have to. It's just I don't like skipping corners and cutting corners. Nice play by the Bills. Kenny Moore. Chiefs and Bears, 19-14 Bears win. You can't read too much into that. And obviously Panthers and Commanders, Panthers win. Obviously you're only going to get your starters for the first quarter or just one series, or you get guys like Justin Fields where maybe you play the whole first quarter and get 2 or 3 series in there as well. So I'm an unconditional Tommy supporter too. Yep. And that's sometimes what it is. But, you'll get the Chiefs Kingdom, channel, where you get those people that are just Chiefs and they just rip into everyone and they overreact. And sometimes you just got to understand it is what it is. So, we're always going to be loving Tommy no matter what. So, yeah, whatever you do, whatever you feel like doing, you can tag them on there, or you can wait, whatever you decide to do. What up, bro? Yes, me too. Oh, the bots are coming out. So apparently they think it's time for some hanky-panky at 1:13 p.m. Football and links for bots. Yeah, for the porn. No, this is not time for the porn bot. Come on. Bad sex bots, bad. The bots. They always like to come in. But I'll be here later in a couple hours. I'll give notifications properly. The damn hanky-panky. The hanky-panky. But I'll watch a little bit of this. I'm going to watch, obviously, some maybe of the show that I was mentioning to you with the Lock and Key. If you're looking for something to watch, I highly recommend watching season 1, season 2, and then the new season 3 that just came out. You won't be disappointed. And then football's on, so I expect people are going to be watching football and baseball. And then Dodgers, Mariners, Dodgers, Royals, Mariners versus Rangers, Cowboys, Broncos, and Rams and Chargers. That's what's up on deck. So I'll be doing that. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. It was good to see Chris Jones out there and Baker and Sam. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys very much. Sorry I couldn't spend more time with some of you like Holly coming in with all the hanky-panky and the bots in here. 4th down and 4. Bills, floater, Case Keenum, incomplete. No flags on the play. So if you're looking for something to watch, Bills and Colts are on NFL Network. Watch it, have fun, and I'll see you guys in a couple hours. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys tremendously. See you in about probably 3 hours or so. So I got one question for you. Well, talk sports like us. Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, the best fans on planet Earth. You guys, I love you and I appreciate you very, very much. And it's Tommy's world and we're just living in it. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. Gang.